Brunson and Wemby face of the league, and is Wemby dirty, and can they come back from down 3-1, and who lost the game for them? Was it Fox? And all of this crazy stuff, man. They done fired Coach Mitch Johnson 10 times in the media, and social media done traded Fox 1,000 times already in the last 2 days, man. So it's crazy. Whole lot of stuff to talk about, and we'll get into it. But before we even get started, man, how was y'all week, man? It was a long week for me. How was y'all week?
It was real good, man. I feel like I just talked to you.
Huh?
I feel like I just talked to you.
Yeah, I was just that. No, not during the week though. Oh no, I was there Monday, Tuesday, wasn't he? Yeah, Monday, Tuesday. Yeah. You stole my HDMI cable too.
Stole is a strong word. I bartered and you fell for the trap.
Hey, it had to be done though, because you would have failed over the old HDMI cable 1,000 times if I haven't given you a longer one.
Wow.
And I got an appointment finally, but it's July 1st.
For what?
The knee.
Oh, okay. It hurts still?
So, very much so.
What's up? Woodage 843.
Y'all can't see, but I got a brace on from my neck to my ankle almost.
He got that Stone Cold Steve Austin brace on.
Right.
Dang.
That's for sure.
Bionic redneck.
But yeah, man, Bruce from the Format Podcast is here. He's streaming to his channel as well. So welcome everybody from the Format. We go get it started, man. We'll let y'all hear a word from the sponsor first, though. Underdog Fantasy is the best place to play fantasy sports. I want to tell you about the easiest way to get in on some NBA action with Underdog Fantasy and their pick'em game. Just find your favorite player, or any player for that matter, pick higher or lower on that player's stats, and you can win up to 20 times your money in one night. Pick between 2 or 5 players to fill your pick'em entry. Get every pick right, and you can net yourself some serious cash. Use the promo code ManDownSports and get up to $1,000 in bonus cash. Plus, now that it's football season, you can follow Man Down Sports as we reveal our favorite picks from week to week. Like I said before, pick your favorite player, pick higher or lower, choose your dollar amount, and win some money. It's just that easy. Make picks, win money. We also want to thank Underdog Fantasy for partnering with us, and we want to thank you for helping the channel out by using Man Down Sports on Underdog Fantasy.
Boy, I can't wait till football season really get here.
Hey, yo, Mel, can I make a quick public service announcement?
Yes, sir.
Appreciate y'all. So today is Friday, June 12th. And 1, I appreciate being here. And 2, I appreciate my brothers in arms, Mel and Jay. And I want to shout them out. But as sailors, they might not be aware that Sunday, June 14th, is the Army birthday. So just want to show some love for that.
Yeah,
Cool,
go
happy
Green,
birthday.
man. Yeah. I'm down with Green, man. Shout out to the Army, man, and all the soldiers that we call them bullet catchers, but not on the birthday of the Army. We won't call them bullet catchers this week.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean,
and thank you, Bruce, and your brothers in arms for keeping me safe.
Keeping us safe for sure.
Hey, look, man, we all did our part.
Ship. On that ship, I was out there playing basketball. So,
man, listen, naval gunfire is a real thing that won us a whole lot of battles. So it's all good.
That's true.
And I had absolutely nothing to do with that.
Right,
Weatherman.
Hey, I was
Weatherman.
I was a signaleer. I was communication. So.
Better than me. I was in the States.
Yeah. I mean, you serving the community as well too.
That's right. In a real way, for sure.
In a major way.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, my internet struggling, y'all. So if I start lagging or going in, just let me know. Shoot me a text or something like that.
Oh, don't worry. The takeover.
Thank you. Just let me know. And if you need to take over, man. Before we get started, man, since I want to play a game with y'all since it's the Knicks Spurs finals. I
somehow don't think I'm gonna like this game.
You probably won't. But I'm gonna throw some names at y'all, some players, right? And I might not throw the players' names out there, so don't think you got a leg up on this thing because you don't know what name I'm gonna throw at you. But I want y'all to blind rank 5 players. So when I throw the name out there, you got to figure out whether y'all want to put them at 5, 4, 3, 2, or 1. And you don't know. Yes and no.
Oh
right?
Lord,
Just play it
don't throw out Latrell well.
well. When I throw these names, it's a thing to it though. So
Okay,
I go with the
let's
first name,
All right.
Victor Wembanyama.
3.
Let's put him in the middle. 3.
I was
I
gonna
say
say
3.
I'm
Three.
with
Y'all
you
good
also.
with 3? Okay.
3. Yeah. Young.
Kawhi Leonard.
2 for me.
4.
That's
Yeah.
where I was going.
A current Kawhi?
Are we encompassing everything or just a player like skill set?
Y'all
Or
can
is
do
it
however
everything?
y'all want to. I just want to see how y'all
Then 4. I got Kawhi at 4.
All right. Well, I
4.
lost the majority, so it's 4. We
All
gonna have
right.
some bums on there.
Right.
David Robinson.
Ooh,
1.
2.
2.
Uno.
2.
I'll go with 2. Uno.
Okay. Ginobili.
5.
5.
Yeah, 5. With this list,
And the last name is Tim Duncan.
1.
1. 2.
All right. So
1.
y'all good with that
I ain't
list?
mad at that
Yeah.
list, though.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it.
Y'all did pretty good on that one.
I'm glad
did
y'all
pretty good on that one.
Kawhi at 4. That was good. All right, I ain't mad at that.
All right, one more. You know we got to go to the other side.
Oh man,
All right. Carmelo Anthony.
4.
5.
5.
4.
Ooh.
Oh, we disrespect Carmelo. Wait,
No.
We didn't make a decision.
4.
We got
Let's
4.
put him at 4, and I'll take out why I did 5 later. We'll put him
All
at 4.
4.
Depends on who the other 4 guys are.
Patrick Ewing.
1.
3.
Ooh.
1.
That's three different opinions. Can we get them?
What did you say?
where
What
this
did you
is
say,
going.
Britt?
I said 2.
I say 1.
Let's meet in the middle. Put him at 2.
2. This one's hard. This one's gonna be tough. I
All right,
say
so Melo's at 4, Pat at 2. Sheesh, I got Melo over Pat, but
No.
all right. Willis Reed.
I don't.
2.
Bro, that's just, I'm gonna have y'all answer that one.
2.
Wait, you said 2?
You know,
Mhm.
Willis brought him a chip.
2
He
take
did.
it.
And that's big. But yeah.
Willis got to be 1.
But
No. Willis is 3. Willis is
I
3.
say talent wise, like I understand you got a chip, but is that
I know the next name too. I know the next name. Go ahead.
okay? So
Let's throw him at 3, but he got to be 1 off of results.
All right, so
Results
we got Melo at 4, Ewing at 3, and Willis at 2.
No, they said
No,
Ewing at 2. They
Oh,
said
Ewing at
Ewing
2.
at 2. I don't like that, but I'm
Ewing
going
at
with the
2.
consensus.
Who at 3?
Willis.
Willis Reed.
Willis Reed.
And then Melo at 4. All right, so we got 1 and 5 left.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Bernard King.
5.
5.
5.
And the last name is Jalen Brunson.
All right.
Whoa,
Y'all made him 1.
Whoa. Okay. See, now we have a problem because I thought you were going to say Walt Clyde Frazier, who would, based on what we have, that would have been the number 1.
Bruce, that's what I was thinking, but I had a feeling he was going Jalen Brunson. I had a
I didn't.
I knew Jalen was coming. That's why I said put Willis at 1.
But that tells you where I have Jalen Brunson on the all-time Knicks. He's not what people are saying.
I hear that. I hear that, but y'all didn't catch the thing. Of course, it was Nick Spurs thing, and of course, I got to have a current player from this fight. I had Wemby on the last list. You know, I was gonna put Jalen on the next one.
Oh, so this gets all messed up now.
That's
the whole thing up now.
It's just a game. It's not like we knew.
I'm not mad at it though. I'm not mad at it.
But I can't put Brunson ahead of any of those guys that we named, though.
I feel
You can put him ahead of Carmelo.
that's tough, man.
Yeah,
Because
right.
I only put him
what
ahead
for what it was, it's not, you're not rating the player, you're rating what the player meant to the organization.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Which
That's
because
fair.
Kawhi would be higher than 4 as a player, but
Mhm.
in San Antonio, no.
And then the injuries and all.
I don't
That's
know.
why I asked, is it all encompassing or is it just, Oh, see, that's tough, man. Why you did that, Mel? That's not cool.
Yeah, I thought it was
Like,
fun.
I see what Brunson is doing now because you know they're finals. First of all, that's a good team. They got a lot of talent on that team, number one. But I remember when Carmelo came to New York, the fan base went bananas.
They did.
Going through arms.
Yeah.
So I don't know about that one.
Oh,
I think it also helps that Melo is from New York, so that added to it as well.
Is he really though?
So, yeah, he grew up in Brooklyn until he was like 13.
And then he moved.
Yeah, he reps Baltimore real tough though.
He doesn't rep Baltimore. No, let's keep it simple, right? Because I have this argument with my Baltimore peoples. If he did, wouldn't he be living in Maryland instead of living in New York where the taxes are sky high for somebody with all the money he has?
Not necessarily.
He doesn't live in Maryland. He lives in New York. He went back to New York.
I rep North Carolina, but I live in Cali.
Yeah,
and the taxes are sky high here too.
Yeah, but it's a little different when you rich though, like rich. I don't think it's the same.
He just called Mill the broke.
And I'm gonna be straight up though, Mel. Like New York City, will all the fly to New York, Carolina or Maryland.
And why would he go live in Baltimore where he gonna get robbed every day?
He want to go to New York.
No, he could live out in Maryland though. Like, he doesn't have to live in Bmore.
But also, the Lala's from New York.
Correct.
So when they and they had funds to raise in New York, so that's probably part of why he stayed as well.
Look, man, Melo's from Brooklyn. If you have real money, there's not many better places on earth you can live than New York City. If you have real money, but
right? So you going against your own argument though, because you said by him living there, is akin to him representing there and more than he represents Maryland. But you just said, there's no better place to be if you got money.
So how does that go against my argument?
Yeah, because your argument was that the fact that he's there must mean that he reps that more than he reps Baltimore, because otherwise he would be in Baltimore instead of New York. Yeah, but you just said New York is a better place to live. Well, so that's why he's there.
That's another part of the argument, but
okay,
two things can be true.
Two things can always be true. Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. All right, let's go ahead and get into the topic.
Three things can be true too.
That's true too, Jake.
Four even.
Right. Just know that.
Hey, look, let's get into the series. We'll start with we'll just cover game 4 a little bit. They blew a 29-point lead, y'all. What's y'all thoughts on that?
I seen that coming.
I didn't.
I seen it because they gained that lead in the first half. Like we seen the time. I know it's the finals, whatnot, but you're also going against a very young team, an inexperienced team. And we see it time and time again in the NBA game. You know, this team has up by 30 points in the first half, and then the other team makes adjustments. And the team that's up 30 points, they start settling for dumb shots. And that's exactly what happened. I seen that coming. And I said to the person I was talking to at the time, the day of the game, they called me. They was like, you see the game? I was like, niggas are going to come back. And that's sure enough what they did. So I wasn't surprised.
Yeah. So here was my initial thoughts. I did think that the whistle was just disgusting. I mean, I'm like, man, what the hell kind of game are y'all calling? I did think it was disgusting, but the second thought was, on top of the whistle being disgusting, the Spurs can't miss a shot. And it was, they hit 14, 15 threes. I think they set a finals record for first half amount of threes, and they was hitting them at a high clip as well. So I'm like, all right, so here's the thing. They got these boys blowed out. The Knicks can pack it in and give up, or they can chip away. But one thing I do expect is they're not going to be this hot in the second half from three. So what's going to happen when they start to miss their threes? Is that going to give the Knicks enough to make a comeback, man? So I was just waiting to see, man, how they go respond when those threes don't fall. And sheesh, did they ever respond, dog?
They did.
Shout out to Eddie TV, man. Thanks for the super chat, brother. He said, salute to the panel, green side, Navy, hoorah. Oh, that hoorah.
What does that mean, green side?
That's what we call y'all when we had joint commands where it got Marines and sailors or Army and sailors. We call y'all the green side. Yeah, because there's some commands were the CO, like it was a command that I used to be at, where every 4 years the CO would change from green side to Navy side because it was a joint command. So like for 4 years we have a Navy captain, and then the next 4 years they'd be an Army whatever y'all was. Yeah, Army cat running it. But green side, blue side.
What is it, a general?
No, 06 a colonel.
Colonel.
Yeah.
All right, let's cut this military talk out. I'm not. No.
We're sorry, Brittany.
We'll save that for Veterans Day. Okay. Cut it out.
Hate on the pain. Who's echoing, Brittany? Is it me?
No,
I just keep hearing our voices.
Oh, you hear echo? Okay. I think we're good on the live. I think we're good on the live though. Let us know if y'all hear echo in the chat, y'all.
But I'm just curious, in the second half, when the Spurs are continuously to just shoot threes, and they're not making them, what is going on in the sideline? Like, what is the coach and the coaching staff telling these players? Because it started to get out of hand. You're up by 30.
I know what he told them.
To settle for threes at that point. Why are you?
I know what he told them.
What did he tell him?
I happened to be driving, so I was listening to the telecast, and they had PJ Carlesimo and Doris Burke. Horrible experience, by the way. Horrible. I wouldn't recommend it for anybody.
PJ knows his ball.
But
PJ knows his ball. That's a decent.
Yeah, but he also sound like he got Kermit the Frog in the headlock, and he need to clear his throat. But it's probably getting choked. But anyway.
Wow.
Anyway, Mitch told them, because the sideline reporter reported, he told them, "Hey, I'm not worried about offense. We got to tighten up on defense." And I said to myself, "The hell you better worry about offense." So it really was. It was a myriad of things that allowed that 29-point lead to dissipate, and it all starts at coaching. It all starts at coaching. It starts at the players. Everybody looking for the dagger shot. They're looking to kill shot. So they deserve to lose that game.
I think.
What were you reacting to, Bruce? That comment?
Yeah. You saw it.
You don't like that comment?
I don't. Nah.
With the one where it said Patrick.
I didn't like that one either. Yeah, that was terrible.
What did it say? I can't see that.
Patrick Ewing was meh. I'm like, what? That dude might have a couple chips if it wasn't for Mike, but
no, he was definitely mid though.
A lot of. All right, so
hold on, Bruce, stop mid-sentence.
Yeah, back to game 4. Mitch Johnson really needs to learn how to manage timeouts, man, because he lets these runs go way too long without trying to interrupt that momentum. He's got to learn how to use timeouts, and that's something I've been noticing, even going back to the OKC series. Like, they got away with it, but he has to figure that out, because that's tough.
Who got away with it?
The Spurs and Mitch Johnson not managing timeouts properly.
Well, they didn't, because they lost.
I'm not. Well, they beat the Thunder. I'm sorry.
The Thunder. Okay, my bad. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. The timeout length, like the length of the runs, don't really bother me as much as the failure to make in-game adjustments during the run. You know what I'm saying? Like, try something different. To continue to pull up.
Yeah.
Like it's just bad basketball. It's low IQ basketball.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the thing. You up by 29, come out of the half, and your threes aren't going down as much as they were in the first half. Immediately, you got to be able to flip that switch and be like, we had Karl Anthony Towns in foul trouble. We're not going to get no offense when Karl Anthony Towns goes to sit down and Mitchell replaces him. We're not getting no offense from Mitchell. So let's just drive to the hole. If we get another foul on Karl Anthony Towns, great. If he moving out of the way to avoid fouling, even better. But let's get to the paint. We've already dominated from three. Let's not expect to do it again in the second half. We did it in the first half. Let's just go win this game. And the threes kept going up, and Wemby at 7'5" continued to play on the perimeter. And I'm like, at some point, he's got to say, like, I love the fact that he got that perimeter game and he can do that. But like a boxer, you got to understand, like, you know what I'm saying? If I wore you down in the body, you know, then it's go open up other stuff. But if Wemby is never going down low in the post and like wearing them down, you know, he shouldn't get a chance to get to the perimeter game. If I'm the coach, I'm like, you
know what it is?
Quick question.
You know what it is?
Do you think?
Go ahead, Britt.
I said, do you think the physicality is getting to him? That's why he wants to stay out on the perimeter.
It's something
no,
else.
I don't think the physicality is getting to him. I think that that his A game is the perimeter. That's what he worked on his entire life.
He wants to be Kevin Durant.
Yeah, he feels he's a perimeter player, and that's what he want to do now.
It's something else.
He might be avoiding going down there to stay healthy because the same reason AD don't like playing exclusively at the 5, because he don't want to get banged on for 82 games plus playoffs for entire career. So I think Wemby is thinking about that, but I don't think that they hitting him and grabbing him and stopping him from going down there, because all he got to do is sit right there on the block in the post.
No.
If they fight to front him, that's still a win. Because how you front 7'5"?
Well,
how do you front it?
There's a couple of
it's
things.
Something else, guys.
Go ahead, Jay.
He's gassing out.
That's
all that banging, he tired.
Fatigue, yes.
True.
He's fucking sucking air.
Yeah, so
sucking air, and then
he
goes hang out at the 3-point line because it's a shorter distance back on the defensive end.
Yo, Jay, why are you taking all my points, bro?
Yeah,
well, that's part of that.
I was gonna say that also.
But that's what I meant by part of the physicality. Like, it's a lot to sit in that post and, you know, the banging and all that. It tires you out.
He's just poorly conditioned. He's been bad conditioned the whole year. He's poorly conditioned. His conditioning is
didn't the monks help him breathe and work on his art? He didn't learn how to breathe with the monks.
Yeah,
the air up there must be within.
No,
what
he did, but real talk. Here's the thing.
Not this year. They was walking from
walking up mountains and whatnot. Yeah. It's one thing to say poorly conditioned, though, right? But I don't think that's the case. Here's the thing: if you're playing 29 minutes a game in the regular season, and you're now up to like 42 minutes a game in the playoffs, it's not poorly conditioned. You're just not. It's not like he didn't, put in the work for it. It's just his body is not used to that type of minutes load. And
now, listen,
yeah,
there's no reason why at 22 you can't run 40 minutes.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not.
The problem is, like, in 4 minute spurts, in 4 minutes, when he goes to take his first break, he's gassed, bro. You can look at it.
Mm-hmm.
He is gassed. I don't know if it's just because, like, the oxygen I don't know if their blood clot had anything to do with it, but he is literally gassed every game.
Well, that's, I think the difference is so vast between what he played in the regular season, what he's doing in the playoffs. That's affecting him. I think also a big part.
But if you go back to the regular season, they gave him the breaks because he's gassed.
Well, yeah, but 29 minutes a game. And also, you can afford to do it in the regular season because if you lose, okay, we'll just move on next game. You can't give away games in the playoffs. Here's another problem, and this being a Spurs guy, Jay, Mitch Johnson clearly does not know how to use he doesn't know how to use his timeouts, and he doesn't know how to manage Wemby's minutes. I think Wemby played the entire fourth quarter, if I'm not mistaken, and he played all but 1 or 2 minutes in the third, right? And he played a bunch of minutes in the second quarter when they were blowing him out. All that is time Wemby could have been getting a blow, right? And so this is time Wemby could have been resting. but you were so reliant on him that even though you had a huge lead, you didn't utilize that time to rest him. And I think we're seeing finally, after all these rounds, we're seeing Mitch Johnson's inexperience as a head coach at this level come to the fore. And I'm not saying he's the only one worthy of any blame, but we are seeing this, and I think it's making a big difference.
You know what? I don't know if I agree with that 100%. Now, it's obvious Mitch Johnson is inexperienced because he's a new coach. That's obvious. I don't think we're seeing it with his substitution, how he deal with Wemby. I don't even think that his minutes restriction is something that Mitch is managing. I really do think that came from above Mitch Johnson. I think that was the plan of the doctors and whoever's on that staff to say, hey, we go restrict his minutes. He was injured with his first. What is this his third year or fourth year?
Third
year, and last year was mostly injury. He had some injuries. Did he have a clot last year or his rookie season?
Last year was the clot. The year before that was some other injuries.
Right. So he's been in and out of the lineup the first 2 years. This is something the Spurs is doing to protect their asset. And I don't think that's coming from Mitch. You know what I mean? I that's just my opinion. But as far as inexperience and it showing up, this dude is in the finals. He got a 22-year-old.
I get it.
Really a first-year player in Wemby to have a team beat the defending champs, 4 out of 5 times in the regular season, had the second best record in the league, a defensive player of the year, a sixth man of the year. Like, you got to, and a young Carter Bryant, he's a rookie. Dylan Harper's a rookie. You getting the best out of Kelsey, you getting the best out of Vassell, you getting the best out of Cornette. Like, this is a coaching masterpiece, in my opinion.
So I gave him a lot of credit, but that doesn't mean that there's not places he can improve, because we're now talking about championship level coaching, and we're seeing very specific things that are not happening where he is going to get faulted, and rightfully so. He's not the only person at fault, but rightfully so. There's things that if you want to win this whole thing, which looks highly unlikely now, not impossible, but highly unlikely, that he would that he's got to get blamed for. And not properly managing Wemby's minutes when he has an opportunity to do so, like in game 4, that's one. Because think about it, we can't say Wemby's gassed if in games where he has an opportunity to get some rest, he's not getting it. If I'm not mistaken, the Knicks have been down by double digits every game this series so far. So you got to figure out how you work that.
Yeah, and so he's coached them to leads all the way to the fourth quarter.
Sure.
And when you look at what lost those leads, it ain't really coaching. Like, Wemby had an opportunity to go down and put some pressure on the Knicks, but he threw the ball at the back of Castle's back.
Yeah,
right?
Yes, for sure.
Wemby missed the game winner. Wemby missed 2 free throws. Like,
and then game 1, Wemby dribbling the ball off his foot.
I didn't want to go too much into Wemby. I thought we were waiting for next topic. So
we'll definitely wait for Wemby. But I want to say this though. Let's go to the other side. Let's go to De'Aaron Fox. And a lot of people first, let me get to this super chat. Romeo, thanks for the $5 super chat. Wemby needs a Sky Hood kind of weapon. I agree. He needs to get in that post and be able to dominate down there. And we
gotta stop saying that. We gotta stop saying that. At this point, he does not physically have the ability to go get position and maintain it. He's not strong enough. So Jay is gonna like this. You know what? I'll hold it till the Wemby topic. We'll get to it. I'm sorry, I keep wanting to get ahead. My apologies.
So a lot of people gave Fox a lot of hell for how he performed in the fourth quarter, especially not holding the ball when there was 12 seconds left, getting fouled going to the free throw line, but he went and got the shot blocked. And they're blaming him for that. And I'm like, dude, he
definitely got fouled.
They lost a 29-point lead. You can't put it on that one play when they was up 1. Like, you can't put that on him, right? But Emmanuel Acho, I guess, is looking for clicks. And he went off on Fox. He's from Texas, so maybe he wants San Antonio to win really bad. But I thought this was in poor taste. We'll listen to it, but you can respond to what he actually said and give your opinion about Acho as an analyst, but I really want to hear if y'all agree that Fox deserves the lion's share of the blame. But listen to Acho on this.
It's good to be right. As a man from Texas, I'm finna speak as a Spurs fan. Get De'Aaron Fox the hell up out of here. Get Miss Johnson the hell up out of here. Y'all sold. In a year of investigations, I'm wondering, did you have money on the Knicks? How in the hell, De'Aaron Fox, up by 1, 13 seconds left. You got a fast break, a play that you didn't even make because you weren't responsible for the steal, and you want to go up for a bucket with 13 seconds left, up by 1 when you could have solidified the game. You couldn't get a bucket all night in the second half, De'Aaron Fox. OG Anunoby had you strapped, and you had the audacity, the goal, the ignorance to believe that in that moment you were about to be a hero? A hero? You could have tied up the series. First and foremost, you're stealing minutes from Dylan Harper off GP. You're already stealing. And now you just robbed the Spurs of a dub in game 4. The dumbest NBA Finals play I have seen De'Aaron Fox made tonight. The dumbest play in the history of the NBA Finals, and that includes J.R. Smith. I have never witnessed a person be a commit this type of mutilation against his own team. Like, this was bodily harm to the San Antonio Spurs dreams. Like, I've never seen somebody, you know, Midas, everything he touched turns to gold. De'Aaron Fox, everything he touches turns to crap. Everything. No. And in the game of our lives, we witnessed it. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I truly can't believe it.
I don't like that tone and some of the stuff he said, but speak to Acho or speak to Fox, whichever one you want to do first.
I don't like Acho, to be honest with you. He is such a clickbaiter, it makes no sense. Like, he just does things for clicks. No, because one day something will make sense, and then just to drive up views, he has a whole clown.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm getting off topic. I'm sorry. He's just annoying to me. For me, look, I understand the situation that occurred with De'Aaron Fox, but I do not believe that's the main reason on why they lost that game. There are way many other reasons why. Yes, they had the opportunity there. Yes, he is a veteran. He should be a little bit more aware of the situation and understand that he didn't have to rush that shot because it was under 24 seconds left. They had the foul. So I get it. But what about Wemby going, 2 for 9 in the third quarter or something like that?
He didn't make a lot of shots in the second half at all.
I think he was 3 for 14 in the second half.
3 for 14 in the second half. What about all those missed threes? What about the unnecessary turnovers towards the end of the game? Just not playing smart basketball as a team. So it's more to me that's involved with the reason why they lost this game. To put it that much on one person is a little bit overkill. Yes, in that moment, okay, you need to be a little bit smarter. But that whole Spurs team was not smart in the entire second half. So I can't just put it on De'Aaron Fox.
I'm not mad at Fox.
You mad?
Not at all. I'm not mad at him. You hit that layup and get the and one, you go up 4. The game's out of reach.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Or
so.
Sorry, my bad guy.
Yeah. I mean, so listen, Hooper's want to make plays, man. He got his shot blocked. Could have been called a foul, whatever. It happened. You know what I'm saying? They had a 29-point lead. Fox, Wemby, all them boys should have been over there with shooting shirts on, and Plumlee and Gorget and cats like that should have been in there. We should have been in garbage time at that point. So now you can't blame Fox. Can't blame Fox. There's a hierarchy of blame to go around, and by the time you get to Fox, you know the blame should have been on a lot of blame first.
Jay, while that 29-point lead was getting choked up, how many Fox level plays happened in the third and fourth quarter before Fox actually did that.
I can real quick without even thinking hard. I can tell you 7. There was a series in the third quarter where Castle shoots a 3, miss. Wemby gets a rebound, goes beyond the 3, misses a 3. Another Castle gets that rebound, kicks it back to Wemby, shoots another 3. That's a hard series.
Yep, 2 threes in a row. I remember that one. Yep, 2 threes in a row by Wemby. He was going for the kill shot. I'm like, how you going for a kill shot when y'all up? Just play ball.
Yeah,
there was a Fox turnover that was more problematic to me than that. Late in the game, it was 2 back-to-back turnovers.
Fox had no turnovers in the first half, 5 in the second half. That's part of the reason people are like he shouldn't have been on the floor. Dylan Harper should have been getting those minutes. We need yeah.
But again, same things make you laugh, make you cry. They hit their run and came back in game 3 where Harper, Fox, and Castle all on the court together.
Right.
And Castle had foul trouble, so Mitch had his hands tied. You know what I'm saying? Essentially, man, if you're gonna blame anybody for a loss, you got to start with the number 1.
You got to start with the number 1. I like that, Jay. And Bruce,
and you just gotta
I know you want to jump in on that before you start, because you want to go to Mitch Johnson and place blame on him. But
it's not just
telling
him.
you,
It's not just him.
right. But if you take that position, you have to take that position for all the 6 losses in the finals that LeBron has had. You have to say the inexperienced coaches, because Ty Lue was inexperienced and David Black was inexperienced. All these are first-year coaches, second-year coaches. So you every 6 losses that LeBron got in the finals, we got to put it on coaching. If we go bypass Wemby and go straight to Mitch Johnson.
Well, no. Hold on. I'm not saying Wemby had nothing to do with this. I'm just saving Wembanyama for the next topic. We got a lot to say about him. I'm just saying I do believe Mitch Johnson plays a pivotal role. And don't get me started on LeBron and coaching, because let's not do that. This is not about him. You try to put me in that punji pit. I'm not going for it. I'm not doing it. I see you, Mel. I'm not doing it. I get enough hassle on my show.
I thought I had you.
No.
Can I
get you later.
But also, if I can recall, the biggest play of the game, they still had a chance to win, was the very last play. Nobody boxed out.
That's right. Now there we go. That's Mitch Johnson again.
The inbounds?
No, the follow that OG Anunoby had on the tip.
Yeah, the game winner by OG Anunoby. Like
now that you're a hooper.
Why he ain't talk about that?
Now, Bruce. Okay. So that play, Fox and Mitch Johnson, you got to put that on them. That ain't got nothing to do with Wemby. Wemby was locking up, ready to play one-on-one defense on Brunson, and Fox immediately brought the double team, left OG wide open for a 3. So he could have got that 3 if Brunson would have seen him early enough and made the pass. But Brunson had made his mind up. The shot was going up. Shot went up. Now Fox can't get to him and box out. So that idea or that decision to double right away on the inbounds was either Fox's or Mitch Johnson's. So yes, for that play, you got to put it on coaching and Fox.
Right. And see, here's one of the things though.
The follow-up, the OG.
Yeah, because Fox doubled, and that's why OG was wide open.
Double or not. Everybody at that point needs to crash.
That's
you find
right.
your body, you crash. That doesn't go just on one. Everybody crashed. Not everybody crashed.
That's right.
But Fox couldn't get over there.
Oh,
he was so far out of position.
He was doubling.
I understand that's part of it, but no, that's a team effort. That's just not on one player. That's a team thing.
No, everybody was boxed out except OG. And the reason why OG wasn't boxed out is because Fox left him the double. He had a clear shot to the tip.
And I didn't like leaving OG anyway because he had the hot hand the whole second half.
7 threes. He hit 7 threes.
On the court at that point.
Fucking leave
For the Spurs.
Wemby, Fox, Harper, Castle, and I don't know
and
who
Vassell.
probably Vassell. 4
Yep.
guards and Wemby.
How tall is Fox?
6'3",
How tall is Castle?
6'5",
6'5". Yeah,
How tall is Vassell?
probably 6'7".
6'7". Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
So why was Fox even on OGD? He got switched onto him.
No, it was just. I mean, that's how they've been defending all. Well, first and foremost, they put Wemby in the screen. I think Wemby was on OG. Somehow Wemby got a switch and ended up on Brunson, and Fox came to double. I don't know if he wanted to try to hedge and have Wemby get back to OG or what, but they end up doubling Brunson, and OG was wide open, and Brunson got the shot up though.
So it sounded like it was most likely a miscommunication or something like that.
It could have been. Like
That's still not strictly all on De'Aaron Fox. That is a team issue that they got to work through.
So
they knew Brunson wanted to shoot. The defensive strategy was to make Brunson shoot over Wemby.
Mhm.
That was the strategy, and then it was also try to trap him to make him put up a bad shot. They knew he was jacking, so Fox was told to double team, but I wouldn't double team off of OG.
That's a bad That's a bad strategy. You got the defensive player of the year on you.
So
Right.
again,
Let him one-on-one it. Let him one-on-one it.
That's still a team issue that they're gonna have to work through.
Yeah, no, I'm with Bruce on his blame right there for Mitch, but I don't know if it was Mitch.
Well, okay. Let's even beyond all of that scheming and strategy, fine. But you're also a head coach. You're supposed to remind those guys, look, no matter what else, everybody get a body. The clock is our friend. We're up by 1. We don't want to allow any second chance opportunities, which we've been getting beat on damn near the whole second half. Everybody find a body. It doesn't matter what the switch is. It doesn't matter what's happening. Just find a body. It don't have to be yours. Just, you know what I'm saying? Like, we've all played ball here. Box out somebody. At the very least, you know, the time runs out and you escape with a 1-point win. However, you know, whether you gave up a 29-point lead or whatever, if you had escaped with a 1-point win, it's much better to learn on a win than a devastating loss. Am I right? So this is where the coaching comes in again. Like, you got to remind them guys, like, look, hey, no rebounds, no rings. Do not give up a second shot here. Even if you got to freaking tap it out of bounds, right? Because at least that gives another time for us to set up defense on a freaking sideline or baseline out of bounds play, whatever it may be. But everybody, do not give up anything on the boards. Like, this is why I say when people talk about
Bruce, they was out of position. They couldn't box out. Like, if you're out of position, you can't box out. The number one priority was the force of miss. And the way they forced the miss was just they was out of position where they could box out OG. He was the only one who had a free shot at the rim.
He came like right down the lane. That was crazy though.
Who was gonna stop that? If someone other than Wemby or Fox boxed out OG, then somebody else was gonna be open for.
But again, at that point, because remember, OG tips it in. There's 1.2 left. That tells you that time is on your side if you have the lead. All you got to do is make them use a little bit of it. And of course, that sounds easier said than done, right?
After they made the decision to double that. What you're saying was already out of the window. There was no way that they could achieve that. the double messed up everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's supposed to happen when a shot goes up from 3, and not just from 3 steps behind the 3-point line, and you got 2 defenders contesting the shot. You asking Fox and Wemby to contest, land on their feet, turn around. And get in the paint to box out OG before OG gets there on the straight. OG started running to the rim when the shot went up. Fox and Wemby was contesting the shot when the shot went up. So how can I contest, jump, contest, land, turn, and get to OG before OG get to the rim?
Right. Yeah, I'm rewatching the play right now. I'm sorry.
I could tell.
No, because you're breaking it down in a way that you're breaking it down in a way that I don't recollect seeing it originally. So now I'm like, okay, there's the double, there's the shot.
And OG already running. He already running.
Yeah, I gotta see this again.
There was nothing they could do, dog.
Sheesh. Right, Brunson, Fox, double team. But no, Fox had dropped way off. He could have chipped him. Coming down the lane. Nah, he saw him. He stood there. No. See, no. Nah, I'm sorry. I'm a little too old school.
Man,
you got to hit check him right there and do something.
What kind of angle? Let me see.
Yeah. Look at that play.
Brittany, what you see, Brittany?
If he'd have just barely chipped him, it would have slowed him enough that he doesn't get that tip in.
Let me see.
Yeah, look at that.
Hey Jay, the Father's Day sale for them glances popping back up again.
When is Father's Day anyway?
I have no clue, dog. That's one
Third
day I don't
Sunday in June.
Isn't that crazy? Nobody ever knows when Father's Day is, but people will sell crack for Mother's Day, boy. I tell you what.
Hey, that's that. Hey, we got one of those jobs that don't get a lot of
None.
You know what I mean?
That's a whole different topic.
Yeah,
You'll get another glance.
Look, the point is they had ample opportunity to win that game, and the team to me just lost it.
Yeah,
this is Fox did come over, and
Fox could have got there. He could.
I don't know what his thinking was or what was discussed. I don't know if because he did. Oh, I think he overplayed it a little too much, so he couldn't get back. Well, actually, he probably did get back. Him and both. I think Wemby tripped up a little bit on trying to get back to the rim after Brunson put it in the air.
Okay.
And they both just slowed up, but
because that was about to be my next question. Why are you even
to that point?
Right. Why are you even double teaming if you have the defensive player of the year who can move his feet and obviously has a tremendous wingspan out there on freaking Brunson? Why do you need to send a double? Stay honest. See, this is what I'm talking about, man. These coaches outthink themselves a lot.
Yeah, I don't think Fox.
I'm looking at it now. If you freeze the first, like why OG took the ball out. If you freeze the frame before OG inbounds the ball when they first start making that movement, you see that all the Spurs got everybody top locked, like they trying to deny the pass, and Fox got his back turned on OG. So Castle was guarding Towns, which I don't know why that was the strategy to put the smaller guy on Towns and have Wemby guard Mikal Bridges. And when Mikal Bridges went to set the screen for Brunson, Wemby just switched. He didn't even try to get around the screen to stay with Bridges. So like this was their game plan. Like they wanted Wemby on the perimeter,
right?
And he switched on Brunson because, like Jay said, he probably wanted him to contest Brunson because he know Brunson wasn't go try to go in the paint for the game winner. Brunson was going to try to shoot over him from the mid or from the three. Right. And I want 7'5" in his face.
Right.
And that was the thing. Now, here's the mistake. Once Fox turned around and saw the ball get inbound, he immediately went over to Brunson.
Oh.
Which I don't understand why he did that.
Right. And here's the other thing. Remember, they always tell you. I'm sorry, Brittany, go ahead.
That's got to be a coaching thing. That's what they were coached up to do. But my question is, I wouldn't even have Fox over there, period. Fox would have been with Shamet. Wait, what's his name?
Landry Shamet.
Landry Shamet. I think he was on the court. He would have been sticking with him, and the better defenders would have been on the other players.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't have had over in that situation.
Here's the other thing, too, though, and we're always taught the inbounds passer is one of the most dangerous people on the floor because for whatever reason, people don't stay with the inbounds passer. So whether or not they just step in, catch a kickback, and shoot an open jumper, or like we saw OG Anunoby do, crash the rim, right? But Fox could have got, I don't know why he left him. I don't understand. All right.
There was a brain freeze, Bruce. It had that's a mistake, and we don't know if that's Fox's mistake or if that's Mitch Johnson not reiterating something or not telling everybody what we're doing. I don't know if Mitch told him we're doubling Brunson if he get the ball. But he went over there.
But either way,
Here's
the
other thing, though.
The heat that he's getting for it.
Obviously, Fox is not a big either. Why didn't immediately, as soon as that ball went up, why was his instinct not to attack the glass? I'm not saying he gets the rebound, but that's one more body in there that maybe keeps OG from, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody, should have been attacking that. I'm done, man. Because the lack of fundamentals in the modern game drives me crazy. But Pat Riley said, like damn near 40 years ago, no rebounds, no rings. Why does nobody remember this? This is a very simple concept. Everybody wants to shoot 1,000,000 threes and have a quote unquote bag and dribble 1,000,000,000 times and all that. When you do the fundamentals, things tend to work out. Like this is not. All right, go ahead, man. I get it.
Like what other on their bench, right? Because like you said, they got like 4 guards in there.
Mm-hmm.
They don't got no other bigs that could have came in and grabbed that rebound in case someone missed.
I mean, they got Cornette, but
usually in this
they got
situation,
Cornette for sure.
yeah, usually in this situation, what you would do is you'll swap out your better rebounders and defenders. You'll put them on the court in this situation with less than what it was like 5.2 seconds left.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe take 1 or 2 of your guards out. Now I know it's the rest of the foul shooting situation, but at least you most likely would get control of that rebound.
Mm-hmm.
You got
Very
De'Aaron
possible.
and a few others in there, and they're just not the best people to put in that situation.
Yeah,
But
Yeah,
even worse
no,
than all that, they didn't even get a shot up after that.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
No.
but they had it. But that's because Karl Anthony Towns tipped the inbounds pass. That was a dunk.
Yeah,
The
but you know,
inbounds play was phenomenal.
but you know what else he did?
Oh, he got the people crowding Harper.
He told the fans to stand closer, come closer.
Yeah, and if I'm Harper, that's Harper being a young 20-year-old rookie. I would have dropped the ball and told the ref, man, hey, I can't even move. I can't even put my arms out.
I didn't know
Like,
they
tell them
did
to
that.
back up.
Wow, I didn't catch that.
Yeah,
Dude, listen. Dylan Harper and 2 or 3 people in the on the sidelines were almost parallel. Like my face is Dylan Harper.
Yeah,
These was the 2 people right here. That's how close they was to him on each side.
that's great. So nobody in the mainstream sports media thought to mention any of that, huh?
Oh no, they've been talking about it.
Oh, they
all day
okay.
long.
All right,
Yeah, they've been talking about it. Well, no, not mainstream media. The podcast has been talking about it.
Okay.
Paul Pierce and Denny Green and all them people.
Okay,
B, they've been talking about it.
Okay,
players.
that's all right.
Yeah, but not ESPN. No, I haven't heard them say anything about it.
Or Fox or Acho.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yep.
So
Cat gave that little get closer.
yeah.
signal.
Now, do we want to say anything about Acho before we move on to the Knicks?
He's a clown.
I don't think I like Acho, and there's a lot of times I try to defend him because I can understand. By the way, Mel, that is a diabolical thumbnail, bro. That was what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? That is
What?
I didn't
Hey,
think
sometimes-
you should have just put like pause on the thumbnail. That's terrible, man. Jeez. Anyway, I'm sorry. No, I like Acho, but he sounded terrible on this commentary, man. It was not super. Yeah, he doesn't help himself.
Athlete
sometimes.
talking about an athlete like that is insane, dog.
that's too much.
Yeah,
Way too much. Like, come on,
Well,
get him out
Shannon
of
does
here.
it too.
Get Mitch Johnson out of here. He said, "Get Mitch Johnson, the guy who's led y'all to a championship."
In his
Get
first
him
full
outta here.
season as a head coach.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
I
Do
think
we
you're right,
remember
though,
when?
that it's clickbaity?
Do you remember when Coach Popovich lost to the Miami Heat off a play where he had Tim Duncan on the bench in the last couple of seconds and he didn't get a rebound? Like the Spurs didn't secure a rebound and Duncan
That's
was
when
on the
Ray
bench.
Allen hit the shot and saved LeBron. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? Like, so we like when it don't work, we can always nitpick and find stuff that the coaches did or didn't do, or the players did or didn't do. But for the most part, man, they make decisions all day, all throughout the game. They're making decisions on the fly.
That's true.
And when they don't work, we get a chance to kind of nitpick them and that.
That's true.
Sometimes it's a little unfair, but
That's fair.
it is what it is.
No, I
Let's go to the
respect it.
Knicks though.
I probably shouldn't have called the man a clown. That's not nice. But I'm
Who,
not.
Acho?
I'm not a fan of him because there's other reasons on why. like his takes and stuff. It just sounds so
I know.
clickbaitish. It's annoying.
It is. Yeah,
Go
his
ahead,
S
Bruce.
curl annoying too.
Sorry.
Ain't no African supposed to be sitting there with no daggone no
It's like
nights like this. I
curl.
wish raindrops would fall S curl in their head.
Wow. He was born and raised in America, bro. So
He still got
you know,
He's
he's literally an African American.
mm.
I'm not doing
born
it.
and raised
Nope.
in this country, so he's best of both worlds, or however.
I'm out on that one. Bruce, you about to
let him lose his money. The first thing that's gonna go is that perm. He gonna be out there like Eddie Kane. Bing.
What's the matter with you, man?
nights like this.
Y'all want to do nothing with old Eddie Kane, man.
Look, you lose the money and you can't afford the barber. Keep it simple and go like this.
Exactly.
That's all you
That's what
do.
the S curl will lead you with.
And
All right, let's
once
get
the
to the Knicks side of things, y'all, because they're doing great things and they're
they
up
are.
3-1. And if they go on to win this finals, they
Mhm.
gotta pick somebody for Finals MVP, and it's very close between OG and Brunson.
Mhm.
I think they both are ahead of Cat, but OG and Brunson, I think is neck and neck.
Can you do
Who you
Cole?
picking? Who deserves the MVP?
Brunson, but why can't you do Cole?
Have we ever done Cole? I don't know if we ever done Cole.
I don't think you've ever done Cole Finals MVP, but I don't think there's any rule that says you can't. But you know what it is? They won't do it because they want the attention of the debate of who should have gotten it. That's why they won't do it.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
I think right now, if the series is over right now, you got to get the OG.
I go
You gotta give
Brunson.
it to OG. Why? Because I'm
Why?
pretty sure Brunson averaging more points. But
He is. He's averaging about 29 and OG's averaging 24.
Mhm.
Yeah. But OG,
OG
is
giving you
much better.
OG giving you rebounds. He's getting points in big minutes. He's
Mhm.
bailing them out.
Yeah, and defense as well.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
He that pressure relief valve. He's the in case of emergency break glass. And it needs to be said that the Knicks really with Jose and Brunson out there, man, that I thought that lineup wouldn't work, and that's the lineup that brought him back.
Yeah. But
So, hey, shout out to Mike Brown.
For sure. I was going to point to that, Mel, in saying that with Brunson, I think he had 15 points in the second quarter of Game 4, which kept that game from getting completely out. I mean, it was, but it kept it from being even worse than it could have been, right? And which, you know, theoretically, nobody looks at a 30-point deficit as striking distance, but it kept them there. And you saw they went on a little run to close the half, you know, like we talked about, Doug Collins, close half, close quarters. And then they came out in the third quarter, did their thing. But if Jalen Brunson is not doing what he's doing, OG can't finish the job, which is, you know, much
And
like
they relying on
LeBron and Ray
Jalen
Allen.
Brunson 100% in the fourth quarter. They really relying on him. Like, okay, be Captain Clutch in the fourth
But he
quarter.
keeps doing it,
done
though.
Yeah, he keeps doing it. Yeah, and all the pressure is on him. He's the number one that they're trying to stop scoring.
He doesn't seem
OG
bothered
is
at all.
And
going
they-
this as a-
So they're going to give it to him, and he'll deserve it. But OG's making a strong case.
Sure.
He's making a very strong case, and it's gonna come down to this next game. If they close it out next game, it's going to come down to that. It's almost like this is the conversation people was having with Jason Tatum and Brown, and it was like, who's going to get it? You know, but what the argument was Tatum was having some bad shooting nights and was like, he ain't really bringing it, but he was leading them in every statistical category.
But I think why Jaylen Brown got it, and I know not to hijack the topic, why he got it was he was scoring and also the pressure he put on Luka defensively, pretty much, you know, really making it hell on him throughout that series. That's why he got it.
Which means OG, by that standard, OG would be the MVP because we would
Theoretically.
disregard. Because listen,
Theoretically,
Brunson,
but you know that.
yeah, but Brunson ain't giving the type of defense that Brown was giving, and Tatum is definitely giving way more defense than Brunson is giving. So the argument to say Brown neutralized Luka and scored, but when you look at Tatum, he assisted at a high clip, rebounded in the double digits, scored 24 plus points, and you know, and defended. Like that was obvious to me that it should have been Tatum.
I would have given it to Tatum, but I'm not mad that Brown got it. I remember at the time I was saying it should have been Tatum, but I wasn't mad that Jaylen Brown got it.
Yeah.
But you know, there's no consistency from year to year in these awards anyway. So we can't, you know, we can't say, well, in the same situation, this happened. And yeah, they don't suck
because it's the same voters, Bruce.
I agree. I'm a person who likes, you know, like you, I like standards, you know, especially military. We know what the standards are wherever you go. Those are makes it simple, but they don't want it that way. They want the controversy. They want people discussing it. That's why they won't do it. I get it.
Yeah.
Frustrating.
Who would you give it to, Brittany?
I might go with Brunson. I think because it's what he's able to do with all eyes on him type of situation, and which opens it up for everybody else. Kind of helps make things a little bit easier. It's not easy, but you know what I mean. Helps to make things a little bit easier for everyone else. But you know, I'm a person that loves a player that plays both sides of the basketball. So I'm gonna go with Brunson because I think that's what everybody else is gonna go with. OG plays both sides of the ball, so
yeah. Can't argue. Yeah, you can't argue with that, man. He is impacting on both sides, man, for sure.
I got a question.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
I don't think it would happen, but I'm just curious. Do you think if OG wins it, Finals MVP, do you think Brunson could get a similar treatment of Tatum?
In what sense?
Like, and probably not because he's in New York and people love him. And I think he's more media friendly, but I feel like Tatum gets disrespected a lot of times in a way.
Yeah, he does.
He doesn't.
He doesn't?
No, he doesn't. Everyone acknowledges he's a great player. I'm a Celtics fan. I tell you this off top. Everyone acknowledges he's a great player, but he doesn't really have much personality. So that's why he doesn't get the off the court attention.
And that's what I'm thinking. That's
like nobody disrespects him, but for people who love him, like there's some Tatum Glazers out there. For people who love him, they're gonna say, "Oh, he gets disrespected." No, it's just like he's just a real mellow, even keel type dude, and that's all that is. Brunson, if he didn't play in New York, it would be the same thing.
Probably, but I think Tatum do get disrespected. Like he's deserved to be in at least the top 3 finish in the MVP discussion, probably 2 or more years, and he's never in the top 3 finish, and sometimes not even the top 5. I mean, the year that the Celtics had the best record in the league, he was playing phenomenal. Wasn't he? They didn't even look at him for MVP. They just immediately just wrote him off and was like, the Celtics are too good, and he got Brown. You know, let's look at Luka. They still say Luka is better than him.
You just said he's got Brown, so they undercut each other in those things. Yeah,
but they're not supposed to because Brown gets disrespected too. Like, because he didn't get the MVP love, they gave it to Luka this year. So I'm like, okay, so Tatum has Brown, so we're gonna undercut him. But Tatum wasn't there all season, and Brown was by himself, and they still undercut him.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Facts.
Exactly. So yeah, they both getting disrespected for sure. That was a good question, Brittany. Yeah. But I don't think Brunson go get it because exactly what you and Bruce said. He's in New York. They love that man, and if he bring them their first championship in 50 years, like he's gonna be goated. That's what they've been begging Kevin Durant to do. Please go to New York, and if you win in New York, it's over.
Yeah,
like you're goated if you win in New York.
I said that
that's
too.
What Stephen A. Smith was begging Kevin Durant to do.
Listen, I'm one of those people that have said that for a number of superstars. Like, why do you guys not want to go to New York? If you win in New York, you don't understand what that means. That's not like winning anywhere else. In Boston and LA, it's expected. You win there, you're just following along in the tradition, doing what you're supposed to do. You win in New York, and I keep bringing it up, Linsanity is a real thing. That is the case study of what New York City can do for people. It is a totally different beast when you do anything in New York than when you do it anywhere else. And I think a lot of people truly don't understand what that means.
Oh, I remember
Speaking of,
Less Sanity irritated me. I'm like, don't go ahead with yourself.
He was killing.
speaking of Linsanity, he just did an interview with Carmelo Anthony on his podcast. Gold.
Yo, Jeremy Lin is good, man. Like
Gold.
yeah, I like him on when he does analyst work. He's good.
Yeah. But
He
now they
just-
talked about that
somebody's
Linsanity.
gonna get to him, though.
You know, he never talked about that publicly because remember it was supposed to be like a beef between him and Melo because Melo was
Yeah.
like, when I come back, it's my squad. We ain't doing that shit no more. They spoke about all of that. It was gold. But
Yeah, yeah.
I think Melo was capping a little bit. They like Melo was
Mhm.
Melo wasn't being 100%
Right.
honest, I don't think.
Mhm.
I think he really probably did have a problem, but he was downplaying all of it.
Yeah,
But
that's
nah,
when he
it's-
tried to
it's-
frame it like they couldn't afford to pay him what Houston was going to pay him. Yeah.
All right, hey, y'all go. Hold on.
Next topic.
Right. This one could go on for a while.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
Yeah, but who's their head coach again? The Knicks. Is it
Mike Brown.
Mike Brown? Yeah.
Mhm.
Once they got Mike Brown, and I said that's when I was like, they probably gonna go to the finals.
I didn't think so. He
I-
proved me wrong.
I think because the East was just so wide open
Mhm.
and no one would take it. I was like, okay, we already knew the Cavs wasn't going to do it. No disrespect. They had James Harden.
Mhm.
That's not going to work.
They had who? Say that again, Brittany.
James Harden. That was
Yeah.
going to work. Or would they traded for him? The Pistons, they're talented, but I think experience is part of it, and they need a real number two, in my opinion. So they just need a little bit more. They were real reliant on Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris is a decent player, don't get me wrong,
Mhm.
but he should not be your number two option, in my opinion. And a lot of times, some games he was being a number two option. I'm like, that's not going to work in the long run.
You're right, but he played like one through this playoff run. I was shocked.
Until he didn't.
I hadn't seen him play like that in years.
But he has those games until he didn't.
Right.
Like he played the good series, a couple games in the series, and then towards the end, what happened? He fell off when they needed him the most. So he's not a true number one. 3-4 option, I give you that.
So you're clearly hurt by Tobias Harris, aren't you, Brittany? I see.
No. I actually love Tobias Harris. I just think I think it was hard for him here because of the Joel Embiid situation, being constantly in and out of the lineup. He was the one player whose role constantly got changed.
Shifted.
It's
Mhm.
almost every single game, and it's hard to be a consistent player like that. And so he had one of the toughest jobs. I actually appreciated him for what he did with us. I don't know why he gets so much hate out of Philly, and it's probably because of that whole Jimmy Butler nonsense. That's where it stemmed from. But I don't think he deserved that. I think, did they give him too much money? Yeah, but that's not his fault.
Right. Was you
He's
supposed to say no?
Yeah, I wouldn't say no either. If
Right.
you want to be dumb enough to pay me that amount of money, I'll gladly take it.
Mhm.
So, no, I actually was a fan of Tobias Harris. I liked him as a player. I still do. I just don't think he's a solid number two. That's it.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
Quick side note. Mel was asking about the MVP of the finals if the Knicks finish it. I just thought about one more thing. Another reason why it will likely be Brunson. The storyline, right? The old Knicks talk about, baby toddler Brunson running around the locker room and running around the garden when his dad, Brick, was on that team. Yeah. So you have all of that. The storyline really plays in. And if he ends up winning the championship, being the best Knick since maybe Patrick Ewing, or playing the best as a Knick since Patrick Ewing, I guess, maybe we'll say that, then it all comes together in such a nice, neat little bow for the writers and whatnot, right? So you say, Brunson, boom, we can do that from, being a baby in the Knicks locker room all the way to winning a championship with them. It just lines up perfectly, I think. And we know that, as a media member, I can tell you storylines, they're big.
Yeah, unfortunately, they took over, whether good or bad. It feels like they take over more. Question to you guys: do you think Spurs down 3-1 They probably should be up 3-1, to be honest with you. Do you think there's any chance, realistic possibility, that the Spurs don't continue, if the Spurs learn from what they did in the first 3 games, the 3 games they lost, losing it towards the last second, do you think they can make a comeback, or is it over?
Emotionally, it's over. Spurs will probably most definitely win Game 5.
Yeah, I believe that.
Mm-hmm.
But Game 6 in the Garden,
It's gonna be tough.
Yeah, that's gonna be insane. Yeah, and
but I tell you what,
go ahead.
if it goes 7, my money's in San Antonio.
If it goes
Mine too.
7, they got a really good chance.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta take this one at a time. You got to get there.
Wait, hey man,
Anything-
what you say the other day
What I say?
about Scott?
Scott Foster? No, I think you said
Yeah.
that.
Oh wow,
You said you ain't seen him firing on all cylinders.
Oh,
that's terrible. That's terrible.
that's the last thing you want to see is Scott Foster fired on all cylinders, dog.
Wow.
Now,
Yeah, that is
now my
a
homeboy
sight.
asked me if the Spurs win, who they MVP. I said Scott Foster.
Mm.
Finals MVP, Scott Foster. It was the first one. He ain't got one of them yet.
Keep in mind too, Wemby is one tech away from getting suspended.
He'll never
Oh,
get
listen to this. Listen
Yeah,
to
I
this.
don't think so.
He'll never get it.
I
it. He'll
don't think
never
so.
get it. He'll never get. He can pull his meat out on the court and he won't get no tech. I
Boys.
guarantee you that. There's nothing. That's nothing women can do to get a tech. For the
He'll
rest of the season.
never get it.
He'll never get another tech, dog.
Bruh,
He won't.
We gotta go to the most drastic.
Yeah, that was a.
Can't say anything else.
Yeah,
That's
you
the
could have come up with something else. Yeah, that was
No,
bad.
I've actually seen that on the basketball court before. So that's not far fetched. Like somebody actually did that to avoid a fight.
Were you playing in the San Francisco pickup league or something? What's going on?
Well, I mean, they do say act crazier. That sure enough is crazy.
Hey, that man didn't want that fight. What did he, Jay?
Yeah, somebody do that. I'm out. I'm please, I'm done.
People
That's
think
exactly what happened. But it was like, man, I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not even mad no more. What hey man, what we fussing about, dog? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what to say at this point, man. Like you got your meat in your hand. I'm not swinging on you.
Oh,
Like I'm
my
just not,
God.
man.
Yeah, that's terrible. Jeez.
All right, speaking of Wemby, let's get to some of this conversation. Because
Yikes.
a lot of people seem to feel like it's his league now, and they feel like that he's the face of the league now. And I don't agree with it. But they want him to be the face. You know, that's what this whole hoopla is about. That's why we cheat OKC out of a Western Conference Final. We ready for the Wemby project. We ready for Wemby to be the face. Nike's ready. The fans are ready. Texas is ready. Everybody in France is ready. Like we ready for Wemby to be the face. But can you be the face if you blow a 29-point lead? Can you be the face if you're disliked this much? Like he's on the Draymond level, or Draymond Green level of dislike right now.
You
But
think so?
listen, but yeah, we get to it. But listen to Nick Wright talk about why there's no face of the league right now.
The former best player in the league, because the best player in the league title is vacant. That cannot happen. He couldn't get a bucket or a stop, and 1,000% ran out of gas. But the next thing I would like to hear how he and Carter Bryant spend their time, Carter Bryant next offseason when Wemby's like, hey, let's go to the world's quietest room, be like, weight room first. Little cardio on the treadmill, little get the endurance up, then sketching in the park. Some of that. Because it wasn't just that he disappeared. It's that Victor Wembanyama, and this is the dance he has been having all year long with this is what I've always worked for and I'm right there, or is it entitlement? He's been straddling that line. But this sequence and having the game then go the way it did is worse than the end of game 2 sequence for me. Him's talking that trash to Mitch finally being sick of it and saying, okay, take one of these. And Wemby then doing the I'm in your head, clap, clap, clap. Everybody loved it. What you don't love is this full screen. If you're going to do that, you can't follow it up with this. From that moment forward, he's 4 of 18. I can't remember the last time a finals game was decided by a superstar's missed free throws.
So let's run down some of the stuff, and I want y'all to tell me if this is behavior on the court and conduct off the court, on the court, becoming of the player that's supposed to be the face of the league. The elbow to Naz Reid was just nasty. The campaign for the MVP, the campaign for unanimous defensive player of the year, skipping the post-game interview, not getting fined, slamming people in the to the ground and mushing them, pulling people's locks, ordering a hit and in the decided game that you was blown out of, and ordering a hit on 2 of your players to go hard fouls on somebody, missing game winners, missing free throws when they matter, not going in the post when they need you, running out of gas in 4 quarters. All of these things, is that conduct becoming of the face of the league?
Mel, when you stack them like that, right? That sounds terrible. It does. But we also know that the face of the league, once more, like everything else, it's on a sliding scale with the NBA, right? It's not just the NBA, it's the NBA, it's Nike, it's whoever else, and whoever wants to come together and whatever reasons they have to get their machinations going to put the machine behind a particular guy. And I'm not saying at all that the machine is not behind Wemby, because I do believe it is. That said, I do think that he can be, and likely is, if he's not there already, moving towards the face of the league. When you stack it up like that, though, that sounded bad. It really did. But I can say that I didn't necessarily take issue with everything on that list. The biggest one I had, and maybe that's because of the journalism side of me, and I was about to say something pause-worthy, but what's the word I'm looking for? I excoriated him on my show for not going into that post-game presser. I thought that was terrible. If you're going to be the guy, you got to sit there and answer those questions when it's good as well as when it's bad. So I totally get you on that. But some of this stuff I think is overblown, but that's me. If I'm not mistaken, the quote unquote campaigning for Defensive Player of the Year and for MVP, these are questions he was asked. So while I do talk about, for some guys, the art of learning how to say everything while saying nothing, right? The Tom Brady method, the aw shucks, gee golly type thing, can be good, but also is refreshing as a reporter and hopefully as a sports fan to see someone that's actually telling you how they feel. So if they're asking you, hey, is being the MVP important to you? And do you think you should be the MVP? If so, why? Like, these are good questions. And the fact that he's giving you real answers, I'm cool with it. I don't have a problem. The fact of the Defensive Player of the Year, I don't have a problem with it. Once again, these are questions being posed to him. He's not out there volunteering and begging and telling you why he is and why he isn't certain things like certain guys, right? He's being asked questions and he's responding. That's my thought.
Yeah, he's been asked these questions and he don't have to volunteer them because they already know that he go give them something, right? And I like the diplomatic answer. I like the Kobe's and the Mikes and the Larry Birds that'll say, yeah, we just trying to win this ball game, because it sends a message to your team as well. And it also sends a message to these kids that want to be NBA players one day, when they can see someone poised like that in the media and who is saying the right thing. Hey, look, the focus is on my team
winning,
and the focus is on us winning. That's what we focus on. I don't want to hear my best player focus on any of these awards.
Perhaps. My bad, Jake. Go ahead, Jake.
No, you good. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I'll keep it quick. Perhaps, by saying that, and he didn't say all this, but by your best player being, best at what they do, that leads to your team winning. I totally get what you're saying about saying the right thing and knowing how to handle the media. That because I'm one of those people always talking about that. But at the same time, like I said, I feel the honesty is kind of refreshing. That's my thought. But go ahead, Jay.
Wemby's behavior is problematic, but not really.
Yeah,
it's more indicative of the future of athletes, period, than just him. I don't like he's no different than anybody else in the way he carries himself or whatever. Where it becomes problematic is the league has a lot to blame. Y'all remember they tried to make Ja Morant the face of the league.
I was just thinking that.
So you got to quit crowning these guys early.
Facts. We talked about that.
You gotta do more to say, hey, if you're gonna be the face, it's more than what you do on the court. It's how you handle yourself in the press. It's how you handle yourself off court. It's how you go do make-a-wishes. It's everything. It's all encompassing.
Did the league try to crown Ja Morant or the media?
Think both. It seems like, unfortunately, they work in concert a lot now.
I think that's a two-step. I think that's the devil two-step. I think the fine folks at Nike suggested it, and then the league and the media say, all right. Because the face of the league will never not be a Nike athlete. Understand that, first of all.
I didn't even think about that. Great point, Jay.
Well, they said Jokic was the face.
Who said
Or
that?
did they just say he was the best player?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what
No
they
one
said.
ever, no one ever accused him of being the face.
Yeah, he can't be the face because as soon as the season's over, he wants to go play with his horses, and that's fine if that's what he is. That's what he wants to do. But like Jay said, there's a lot more to it than just being great on the floor.
Brittany, oh, go ahead, Jay. My bad.
No. So what the list of things that you've listed that Wemby has done is problematic because he's trying to be the hero and the villain. Like you got to choose one role, and go that way.
He's being Draymond Green and Steph. He's trying to be the protected one and the goon at the same time. Like you can't be the best player that's so important that you can't get kicked out of the games and be the guy that's doing all the stuff that warrants you being kicked out of the games. Like you can't be Draymond and Steph. Pick one.
If we hooping, you Steph, I'm Draymond.
Every time.
Every time. It don't matter if you think you're gonna rough up my guard. Hey man, I got 5 fouls and I'm gonna use all of them right now. You know what I'm saying? But he can't do that. He has to be, as he was pointing to his head, I'm in your head. You have to be smart, young man. You have to not let that fever pitch of emotion overtake you. Because number one, you're already sucking air. You're tired. So when we tired, we don't think as well. So we're gonna make bonehead plays anyway. So he's gotta tighten that up. And I think once he does that, he gotta get in that swimming pool with Tim Duncan. That's gonna get that air right. Oh
yeah.
I was gonna say that too, Jay. That's one of the things I've been holding. You're with the Spurs. You got two of the best bigs who ever did it. You need to get David Robinson to do your weight room program because we remember what D-Rob was. And obviously, I'm not saying he can ever get, D-Rob's body type because it's a different body, but you need to get him to put you in a weight program, and you need to be working with Timmy in the post. So you already worked with Dream, so you got some of that, and then you go work with Timmy in the post, and you worked with KG, so your mid-post game should be, fairly refined. You just got to continue to work that.
And just meet with Jamal Crawford for lunch. Don't work with him on nothing.
Yeah.
Don't even meet with Jamal Crawford for lunch.
Right.
You don't need nothing in his bag. You don't need that.
Forget that name altogether. No more Jamal Crawford. No more crossover. No J crossover. No guard play. None of that. Forget all of that. It's a wrap for that.
It's a cute party trick.
That is the truth.
It's a cute party trick, but after that, it's problematic.
What irritates me the most when I watch Wemby is that step back jumper on the perimeter against someone that's only 6 feet. What are you doing? You are
Doing what
7
Embiid
Go
does.
up.
or 5. Why are you stepping back against a guard? It makes no sense to me.
None at all. Brittany, I want to play something and I want to get your thoughts on it because the New York media, and I know this is biased because it's the New York media, they have had it with Wemby.
Mhm.
Tiki Barber and his podcast, Phil Sims and his podcast, and a couple of more people. You might recognize their voices, but this is a series of media members that's just done with Wemby.
My blood is still a little bit boiling about this Brunson thing because I've seen it a million times.
Which Brunson thing? The mush?
Which one do you think I'm talking about?
The mush?
Okay. Yeah. Like, what is he responding to? What is that a retaliation for? Like, I think he's emotional. He can't control himself, honestly. And I started drumming up a dislike for him like this summer, and now it's just at a million. Like, I cannot stand this guy. I hate his outfits. I hate his face.
Wow.
I hate his hair. I hate everything about him. I just think he is just like such a try-hard, curated. The idea that Mike Brown won't be like, hey, Huck Porty, go in for 30 seconds and get kicked out of the game.
The early coronation of Wemby is an absolute travesty. Like, since when did you come into the league and get handed everything? Michael Jordan had to get the shit beat out of him by the Pistons before he progressed. That's soft, weak, beanpole punk.
The world outside of New York was waiting to slurp all over Wemby even more than they had slurped all over him. I am talking nauseating. And it would be nauseating if we weren't Knicks fans reading this stuff, just the way that he is talked about. I understand he's 7'4" and he could do all these things and he's a different type of guy and the alien nickname, whatever. He's still a human being. And the way that they talk about this guy, it was just making me nuts. And then he goes to the park and he draws the statue and he takes his shoes off. He took his shoes off after game 3 so he could feel the floor inside of Madison Square Garden, what it felt like on his skin to win his first NBA Finals game. You know how dirty that effing floor is in Madison Square Garden?
And I know how much that bothers you that he took his shoes and socks off.
Disgusting ass feet, making it even more dirty. But I mean, it was just, it's so perfect poetic justice from this slurp fest tongue bath of Wemby after winning one game, and these articles about how he's the most special person in the world. And he went and hung out with monks, and he's walking around and feeling the garden with his feet, and he's drawing statues, and he's the greatest guy in the world. And then him going, I'm in your head, I'm in your head, and then we're in your ass now.
Whoa.
Hey, the last buddy almost called him a nigga.
Man, I will say, pause.
Hey, the last buddy was real close to calling him a nigga.
He was. I think they remember his father's from Africa.
Yeah,
There was a stench of racism with that last buddy.
yeah, his father is Belgian Congolese.
Yes.
Do they got a point though? Like the media tried to crown him and all of this stuff that he's doing. Like seriously, I took my shoes off to walk in the garden barefoot so I can feel the victory. What are we talking about, dog?
Mel. All right, hold on.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Brittany. I'm sorry, that was for you. Go ahead.
I feel like they're making points, but it's not coming across the right way because of what they're saying on top of it. Like, they're doing extra stuff. They're doing too much. You know, call them in the punk, doing this, you know.
Hey, Bruce.
Like they're overly angered. They're just angry over the likability, I guess, that he's getting from the media, certain members of the media in the league. And so they're doing too much. But do I agree that they are crowning him too early? Yes. I said this from the day before he got drafted. They was crowning him before he got drafted. Oh, he's going to come in being the best thing since sliced bread, yada, yada, yada. And I was like, well, let the kid get in, play a few years, and prove himself. It's starting to feel like that LeBron treatment all over again.
Two things real quick. Number one, sliced bread is pretty amazing.
Hold on, Jay, before you go, let me go real quick. I'm good with everything that happened pre-draft and during the draft and everything we said. I wasn't annoyed by anything that was going on with Wemby until he started to be his own main character in a movie called I'm Becoming the Face of the League, and then everyone in the media was just lying to us. And I'm like, are you serious? But go ahead, Jay.
The buddy who used to play with the Bills, the white buddy that walked bare feet into the stadiums.
The receiver for the Buffalo Bills.
Holland, isn't it? Holland?
Yeah, Holland, yeah.
He's with the Patriots now, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No one made a deal of his athlete foot having ass walking bare feet in stadiums. So
yeah, it's a reason why though. There's a reason why.
2 reasons.
Like
I got it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, like that's his life. That's what he do. Wemby is offering to the media, hey, here's something else that y'all can glaze me over. I walked barefoot in Madison Square Garden after winning and getting my team to a 2-1 deficit. I'm just gonna sell. I walked it so I could feel the Madison Square Garden. Get out of here. Hey,
listen.
Are you a new villain for the Knicks? Yes, I'm a new villain, but I'm not on Trae Young's level.
We're gonna criticize,
here, man.
If we're gonna criticize all the goofy shit he's gonna do, get ready. You ain't seen how goofy he can be.
Quick question,
did you hear Garnett criticize him for crying after the Western Conference Final? That's why the hell you ain't get up for this finals. You won your championship already. Now you can't get up for the finals.
No, I 110% agree with that. I said, why is he crying right now? It ain't over.
Mm-hmm.
And we clown Pat Bev for doing that.
Here's a question, right?
Pat Bev won 1 game in the play-in.
I know, right? Why can't it
That's a little different.
Why can't it just be that Wemby is a real different dude? That he looks at life differently? That's the first question. And then 2, while I personally wouldn't walk through MSG barefoot.
That is dirty.
Right. But 1, we're acting like the dude can't go freaking take a shower and wash his feet. That's the first thing. But even beyond that, we always, not we, but many people talk about Madison Square Garden being the Mecca, right? The Mecca of basketball. We know all the elite, all-time great performances that have gone on there, right? Whether it's Dream in 94 or Reggie in 94 and 95 and Michael Jordan and Carmelo himself and Jalen Brunson, of course, all the LeBron, all the great players that have done amazing things in Madison Square Garden, right? So let's, again, I wouldn't, but let's theoretically say, not theoretically, let's say Wemby, being the different type of cat that he is, literally may be saying, yo, I really want to feel that. Now, maybe some other people pause. Maybe some other people might be like, well, don't go about it that way. But maybe he's like, I really want to be in tune with Madison Square Garden. And that's how he felt he's doing that. Like, why is this?
So what I'm about to say,
look a little deeper at what he's doing there. And I'm not saying y'all, but I'm saying like these 2 clowns that are getting all super emotional and acting crazy on the radio.
What I'm about to say might sound weird, but the dude is French, bro. So
what does that have to?
Tony Parker ain't never done it. Tony Parker ain't never done it.
Yeah, Tony Parker, yeah.
But Tony Parker was married to a supermodel at an early age.
Tony Parker ain't walked barefoot. Listen, dog, this junk is mad good.
Wemby's just a different dude.
To answer Bruce's question, there's nothing wrong with you walking barefoot if you wanted to feel the Madison Square Garden on your skin. Offering,
but you didn't have to tell us about it.
Yeah, offering it to the media because you think it's gonna make you look good. You get what I'm saying? Like all the stuff that we talk about, Kobe and his mama mentality, that shit was real. Right. Like he wasn't playing a character. He really was like that.
How do we know
he
that
really was like that? And we're finding out about most of the stuff that he's doing now that people is telling his story later. Like no, like he didn't tell us what he was doing at UCLA. Right. The year he broke his arm and was playing left-handed and all this. Nobody, people is telling us that Kobe did this.
Right.
Kobe didn't come to the
media. You remember what I said to you earlier today?
What's that?
Some people are cannabis. Like they just are. Some people are just weird. So like you just like you can't put it in the box. It doesn't matter how much talent they have. Some people are just weird.
That's true.
And you just got to let them be who they are.
So the question is, Mel, when he talks about this stuff in the pressers, reporters aren't asking him about this?
Once again, you're filtering these questions so you can feed us the freaking narratives. This is what LeBron does. I'm gonna feed you with the narrative. Now my media members that now Brian does it in a different way because he got people in the media that is diehard for him, and some of them are Clutch Sports. So yeah, he knows once he puts the seed out there what his media members are going to do and run with it. Now Wemby knows that it ain't he ain't got an agency like Clutch, but he knows the media is behind him. He knows he has wind behind his sail. So whatever he
matter of fact,
Wemby
should sign the Clutch Sports. Honestly,
he should. Whatever he puts out there as a seed, they're gonna run it up.
Okay.
They've been talking about unethical hoops for the all season since he said it. And it helped him win against OKC. Like that whole narrative that they are unethical and they foul and play too physical and don't get called and you can't touch SGA. That was the narrative that helped them win the series.
And that's a great segue, Mel.
No. One more thing.
That man ain't ready to move.
Oh no, I thought he was segueing.
We because I got a feeling after the next game we won't be talking about this for a whole summer. So let's go ahead and get out the way.
You think it's over in 5?
It better be because
I think he's going back to New York for sure.
Yeah, it better be over in 5 because they don't want to. They don't, like Jay said, they don't want to get the game 7 in San Antonio. It's gonna get real ugly because if they don't win in 5 on San Antonio's floor and they come back to New York, they got some extra motivation and then they might get it back to San Antonio. But
that would be crazy.
Here's my last question about Wendy for y'all or Wemby. I want to know if y'all think he a dirty player or not. Somebody kind of mentioned some things about Wemby. Let's hear what they said, and I'm gonna get y'all thoughts on if he's dirty or not.
I think of Victor Wembanyama in the NBA Finals. I'll give you the 4 things I think about.
Go ahead.
Dirty. Is it a technical? Is it not a technical?
Yep. He's a dirty player.
He is.
There's no doubt about it any longer.
So I think of dirty or not dirty with Wemby. He is. I think of the pass off his teammate's ass. I think of missing a game-winning shot in game 2. And now I think of the free throws after he's taunting Mitch and saying, I'm in your head. Meanwhile, based on you choking down the stretch, it looks like the garden's in your head.
Right.
So as great of a player as he is, that's what I think of when I think of Wemby in the NBA Finals. I think of all of these kind of negative thoughts.
I just want to know, was he talking like this about LeBron? But go ahead.
Is he dirty?
No.
Okay. Why?
Because I come from an era where this was just basketball. This was just.
Is Draymond Green dirty?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't think Wemby's Draymond.
I've seen a lot of Draymond Green plays. Did you see the play where he tried to kick OG in the knee?
No.
And try to make it look like he was flopping?
No, I didn't see that one. No.
So
I'm not saying he hasn't done anything dirty. Like the elbow was kind of crazy.
The elbow was dirty.
So here's what I think, and then I'll keep it very brief. I've been talking a lot. I apologize. Here's what I think. I think Wemby being tall and slim and European and a French European at that, people probably since he's been in the league and maybe even well before that have thought they could herb him. And I think he's deliberately trying to show that he's not going to tolerate it. That's my thought. I just leave
by being dirty?
No, not by being dirty, by being tough, by being physical.
That's not tough, though.
That's not tough. That's dirty.
I don't.
You could say that. You could make the same argument for Draymond. By you being 6'8" and having to defend the 4 and the 5 and the 3, and people, you got a perfect excuse to go out there and be dirty because you're showing people that you're tough.
But
dirty's tough, man. Dirty's a big word.
Y'all not ready to give it to him yet.
Yeah,
I wouldn't call him.
I would have to
I wouldn't call him
that.
dirty, but I'd say he needs some soap.
Absolutely.
That's funny.
It's some behaviors he need to clean up. I wouldn't call him dirty.
I don't think he's dirty,
but it's some shit he got to clean up.
Like, what does he got to do to be dirty, though?
He got to stomp on somebody's chest. Since you brought up Draymond, he got to kick multiple people in the nuts.
That
knock out his teammate for no reason. Okay. I'm sorry.
pull up the play when he tried to stump OG's knee. He missed it. He barely missed it.
I mean, that Brunson situation was kind of crazy too.
Yeah. The
I'm gonna say he's
situation was crazy.
I'm gonna
The
say he's
hit was
Grayson
crazy.
Allen-esque.
I think
Yeah.
I'm with you, Mel. I'm not ready to just flat out call him dirty. He's still a young player, he's still learning, but he definitely has some dirty tendencies right now.
Nah, for real.
So
You wouldn't
like
hit it wrong.
for instance,
Whoa.
what'd you say?
Hmm?
What the heck did you just say? What the
I'm sorry.
you
Wow.
wouldn't what?
He needs some penicillin. That's all.
What the hell?
Keep going.
But, like I didn't, and I knew something was off against. I think it was OKC when he sent his I don't want to call them goons, but when he sent his goons in there to try to take out, I think it was Jared McCain and a couple other guys. Like he whispered to him, and next thing you know, they go in foul. What's the name? And it was a hard foul, and I'm like, all right, hold on.
Yep.
And now it's just continuing throughout the playoffs. So he's getting there. And to me, to be a superstar, you shouldn't be playing that way. You shouldn't need to play
No.
that way. That's not how superstars should be.
And the crazy thing about
I knew I
it,
wasn't tripping.
The focus
The
is
crazy
going
thing
to
about-
change.
right.
What
And the fact that you said that, Brittany, the crazy thing about it is when you play dirty like that, you run the risk of getting texts and getting thrown out of games and getting suspensions.
Right.
But when you're Draymond Green, you can afford it because I'm protecting Steph when I do stuff. I'm protecting Clay when I do this. So if I get suspended, it might not be that bad of a thing because I sent my message out there. But the horrible part about Wemby doing it is the NBA don't want to suspend you. And I think that's too convenient where you be like, I can get away with this stuff because they don't want to suspend me because I'm an attraction.
Right.
Like that's just like if Steph just went around being dirty, knowing that the NBA don't want to suspend him. I think that is cowardly. You saw when he tried to hit him in the knee.
That looked bad.
It looked bad, and everybody say, "Oh, the camera angle is bad." He was way behind his leg.
Bad.
He was nowhere near.
He got pushed a little bit in the back, but it shouldn't have caused that.
Yeah, he hit him on the calf. He grazed his calf. You can see his calf move a little bit. His leg moved a little bit, so he almost got that knee. But that's the same flop that Draymond did when he smacked Yusuf Nurkic in the face, and he tried to make it look like he was failing because he was trying to come set a screen, and somebody was holding him. So he flopped like a fish, but purposely hit Nurkic in the face. That's what Wemby just did. He was coming to set a screen on OG. He was being held a little bit, so he flopped and jumped, and he jumped right into his knee almost. And I think that was purpose. Because after that play, he went to complain because that was a final play before the quarter was over. After that play, he went right to the refs to complain about being held. So I knew he was frustrated, and I think that was out of frustration. He was going after that man's knee.
I think with me, and it didn't look good. Maybe it's because when I think of dirty, what immediately comes to my head is like Lambeer. Like that's dirty. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think he's that. Like I get what you're pointing towards, Mel. I don't see dirty. I think on the getting real close to that line, but I don't see dirty yet.
That boy dirty.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I don't think it's odd because we say we don't want to say it yet. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just, if you think he's dirty, then that's fine. But I think for us, I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But he does things that, and I watched the game, he shouldn't be doing. Like for some reason, they just allowed it last series too. When they're coming off of the I guess not the baseline, but the side 3-point line, and they just drop their shoulder and run the defender over. They did.
I hate that.
I'm like, that's a charge. That is a charge.
So
they gotta call it.
You can't drop your shoulder and run into the defender. It's not football.
Right. Mel, are you cool with Alvarado trying to freaking tackle Wemby? You cool with
Alvarado tried to when he grabbed his leg, and I don't think that's dirty.
You don't think that's dirty? A 2-leg takedown.
No, that's not. No, that's not dirty. Grabbing somebody's leg, a 2-leg takedown, like a seven.
A 2-legged takedown in basketball is not dirty.
Well,
I've done it several times.
It's not dirty. Too easy.
Let me look at it because I'm like,
come on, man.
You think that's dirty?
That's wild, Mel. Yes, that's dirty.
Hold on, so you think that's dirty, but none of the plays that Wemby did is dirty.
No, that's what I'm saying. I agree with you that where he tried to take OG's knee, that did not look good at all.
It didn't look good at all.
Because Alvarado fell down, turned around, and took Wemby down. Like, come on, bro.
So here's what Alvarado was doing. He switched on Wemby, so he's already had a mismatch. So the only thing you can do is try to front the post. Now, when you're getting low and trying to box somebody out or front the post on somebody like Wemby, you're gonna be at his knees or at his legs. But I'm doing it with my back and my backside, like I'm you know what I'm saying. But a lot of times when you got your back turned, you're boxing someone out, yeah, you got to put your arm around.
I'm fine with that.
So he's doing basketball technique at first, and Wemby's pushing him, right?
And
he's pushing the foul and pushing the foul. Right.
You're right. That's not dirty. What was dirty was when he turned around and took him down.
All he did was grab his leg. He grabbed his leg and lifted it up. That's not. I mean, come on, dog. That's not dirty. That's physical basketball.
Okay. All right.
What's dirty is turning around, looking at someone, because dirty is things that can potentially hurt you. That's dirty. So if you elbowing someone,
scoop slamming somebody can potentially hurt them.
No, dog, that's not dirty, dog.
Take it from the wrestler. Take it from the wrestler.
So was it dirty when Sabonis fell to the ground after he was being physical with Draymond and he grabbed Draymond's legs? Was that dirty?
Yes.
Okay, that's dirty.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And then it got even more dirty when Draymond stomped in his chest. Yes.
So are those two dirty plays on the same level?
Yes.
No, I think Draymond's was worse.
Now, if you listen, once you open the door, you can't get mad what comes through it.
Okay, that's true. All right, I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
Nah, Jay.
I'm good with that. Yeah.
Nah, Jay.
I'm good with that, Jay. That's cool.
Jose, I was just looking at it. I seen he got a little frustrated on the back end. I think that was more out of frustration. I don't know if that's dirty. Like,
yeah, I don't think. I don't have a problem with it.
No, I'm not saying
it was in the flow of the game
because it was definitely a foul. It's for sure a foul, but I didn't.
They're doing that during the timeout is really dirty.
When he did
during the flow of the game.
I don't know, man.
If Alvarado would have did that in the layup line, that's real dirty. But
no, Jay's stupid.
Yeah, I might be.
No, I'm just saying, like,
with Melo,
it wasn't a basketball play in the way of traditional basketball play, but it was basketball-esque. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't trying to. It wasn't malice. It wasn't with malintent.
Mm-hmm.
He just was like, man, get your big ass away from me type.
Get your knee out of my back.
Right.
The skinny. You imagine them skinny knees in your back?
They pointy. Yeah.
That hurt. Get that out of here.
Yeah.
All right. So I gotta find. Y'all keep talking because I gotta find this Sam Presti. I really want to play this for y'all.
I think I have it.
You got it?
Yeah. Give me a second. I got that.
Okay. Yeah. Play that for me.
All right, bet.
So I'm just sitting here and I'm like, oh, what the heck? And I was like, that ain't no damn puppy.
No, that ain't no daggone puppy. Hey, why you do? You know what I can do?
What up?
How long is it gonna take you to pull it up?
I'm almost there. 10 seconds.
Are the refs dirty or the league dirty?
All right, there we go.
The league. Both.
All right, say when you're ready. I got the Presti ready.
All right, go ahead. All right, so I introduced it really quick. Sam Presti did his exit interview press conference, and he spoke about SGA in a major way, man. And the things it's gonna be interesting what he say. I don't know how much of the clip Bruce got, but we'll play it. Are we gonna need to stop and start on this one, Bruce?
25 seconds.
Oh, that's it. Okay, all right, go ahead.
Yeah, the key portion that you're talking about.
Okay.
Okay.
Relative to Shea and the narrative on that, you know, he's playing against 6 people. He's got 5 defenders, and the 6th defender is social media. And, you know, that's a reality. And he's not going to be the last player that the machine decides to target. But no one's going to handle this gracefully, because when they turn it on somebody else, they're not going to step up there every night and not acknowledge it.
He said SGA was playing against 6 men on the court, 5 players plus social media, and he's right. So I made a little graphic to kind of explain what really happened. And if you look at it, all 4 corners, you got NBA media, you got social media, you got Adam Silver, you got Spurs, and you got SGA in the middle. And everything that was going on was you had the Spurs started this narrative about the Thunder and SGA in the middle of the season with unethical hoops, which is what Wemby said that SGA was playing. So they was already on this foul bait and foul merchant thing, pushing that narrative out, and also saying that the Thunder play too physical and they don't get called for no foul. So that was there, but it picked up steam in the playoffs, and the media and the fans really took a hold of it and talked about everything that SGA was doing to get to the free throw line, whether he fell to the ground, whether he flopped, whether he foul baited, whatever the case may be. And then they also said that the Thunder play a brand of defense that that nobody else in the league can play except them, and the NBA is letting them get away with it. So that type of pressure was being put on Adam Silver, where you would hear people like Chris Bouchard, Nick Wright, Jay Will, Mike Wilbon was actually pleading with Adam Silver, saying you cannot let the Thunder win again because you're gonna save basketball if the Spurs beat them, because everyone's gonna want to flop if the Thunder win again. They was begging Adam Silver, do something about this. Don't let SGA get free throws. Don't let the Thunder play physical defense, and don't let the Thunder win because it's not gonna be good for basketball. They kept saying that every single game, and you started to see it play out and how the officials was calling the game, and it turned into, I mean, it still went 7, but you know the results. Is there any validity to what Sam Presti was saying about SGA having to play against that type of force that was going off the court?
Yes. I know I had people sending me tweets and clips after every game of what SGA was supposedly doing, right? And I do admit that some of it did look bad, right? When you watch the game, some of it really did look bad, like excessive hitting the ground where at times there just was no need for that. But to his point about the fight against social media, oh yeah, because I know I was getting inundated with that. Absolutely, he's got a point, and I think that really does affect the way people see it. We know how powerful a conditioner social media is. And I think we'd be fooling ourselves if we thought that the officials and the league didn't see that stuff too and weren't concerned about it, right? Because to your point, Mel, now all of a sudden guys are having difficulty, getting calls. And, obviously the officials don't want it to appear as if they are, they're on board with it. So I think the pendulum swung too far the other way.
Jay, Brittany.
Shout out to Sam for sticking up for his guy.
Mm-hmm.
However, there's much to do about nothing.
Mm-hmm.
The Spurs beat them guys in the best of 7 game series because they scored more points in 4 out of the 7 games. Just what happened. You know what I'm saying? SGA is a phenomenal player, 2-time MVP, probably be MVP again next year. But injuries is what hurt that team more than a social media campaign. It's a cool story. I like what you did there. But if they're 2 and who should be their 3 was hurt. So, and then Chet didn't show up. So, it was a myriad of things. So, but I say all that to say It doesn't make. They don't need any wholesale changes. They don't need any changes. Just run it back and be healthy. Run it back and be healthy. They'll
So
be
you
fine.
mean to tell me all the things you named that was legit basketball things like injuries and all types of other things that happened. So you mean to tell me the OKC Thunder had their second best player hurt, that had their third highest scorer, AJ Mitchell, hurt. Then Chet didn't show up, and that series still. On top of the fact that social media and media forced Adam Silver and the refs to call the game in a way that was more winnable for the Spurs, and it still went 7.
I mean, I don't know about social media forcing Adam Silver to do anything. I mean, that's a cool story, but everything that I said, yeah, it still went 7.
No, they did. Did you not hear Will Bond and Jay Will say, Adam Silver, please don't let them win?
I didn't hear them say exactly that.
I did. I heard them. They literally said, Adam Silver, you can save basketball. You cannot let the Thunder get to the finals. If SGA wins again, you're gonna have kids in high school learning how to flop.
I did hear that.
And Jay Will got up and walked out. Like they went on a. First of all, this same Jay Will that was complaining about officiating, because when the game 7 came, he was fearful that the Thunder was going to win. So he went on First Take again and said, this game is not going to be about the basketball court. I fear that this is going to come down to the whistle and the refs. Like he literally said that on national TV, on the biggest ESPN network, in front of millions of people, instead of giving a professional commentary on what was going on, he elected to say this game 7 is going to come down to the refs. And he said, if the refs call it even, the Spurs will win. But if SGA goes to the line 10 times for getting blown on, then it'd be in the favor of the Thunder. So he didn't give no basketball analysis. He just said, if they blow on SGA and he get 10 free throws, it's going to be unfair. But if they call it even, the Spurs win. That was his analysis, dog. That was his analysis. And then
I've seen it. I've seen it. But what I'm saying is,
this same Jason Williams went on the same show 2 days ago. And when Mike Brown was complaining about the officiating, he said, I don't want to hear nothing about no refs and no whistle. I was like, you gotta be kidding me, dog.
You know these people act like we can't pull the tape. You know that. Anyway, go ahead.
But I'm saying so again. Let's say all that's true. So the league is listening to Jason Williams?
It wasn't just Jason Williams.
All the many voices.
The entire panel, there was 4 guys on the panel, and there was not one opposing take. They all was in agreement against the OKC thing. I've never seen that. I've always seen where they represent both sides. Like it's a debate show. How you go on a debate show and there's no debate? Like they invited 4 people on that had the same exact opinion about the Thunder. There was no one speaking up for the Thunder on none of the ESPN shows.
Man, well, here's the thing. Nothing lost, man. Get over it.
Right. Pretty much.
That man stuck there.
Fair enough.
That man, hey, listen. And the reason why it bothers him so much is because he likes SGA. He like not as a player, but he likes the way that he plays the game. He really can play. SGA can hoop.
No, that ain't what it is. What it is, if you've been watching my channel, I speak the loudest about false narratives in mainstream media.
I'm right there with you.
So if it's a bad false narrative out there that is a collective going on, pushing and trying to brainwash people, I am the opposition to it. I speak against it.
But there's not a false narrative about who won the series. That's a provable fact. San Antonio beat them.
But I think what Mel is trying to say is, looking deeper, there might have been some other things at play there. Did San Antonio?
But guess what?
Yeah, go ahead.
If you look deeper, you got to look to next season because them motherfuckers ain't playing no more basketball this year.
There's no question about that. You're 100% right. You're a wild dude, Jay.
All right, we got one last topic we got to get into. It's actually WNBA, but I'm going to read these super chats really quick. We're trying really hard in this era to blame third and fourth options for losses. We blaming BJ Armstrong now.
Wow.
Yeah. Blaming third and fourth options is wild. I truly believe the NBA.
Yeah, you got to put it all on the star player.
And the leaders of the team. That's where the blame go. I truly believe the NBA told OKC to sit Mitchell because of the analytics showing his winning percentage on the court when Mitchell plays. Well, that's tough. I don't know.
Nah, that man hurt, man. Listen, the fix. I believe the fix is in, but I just don't believe the players are as involved as people think they are.
I don't think they're involved at all. Yeah, I don't think there's no players that want to compete. Well, I mean, Terry Rozier proving us wrong though the way he took $20,000. How you a millionaire and you throwing games for peanuts, man? That is insane to me, dog.
Or when you do that, it can't be about the money.
How y'all putting $300,000 on a D2 first half?
No, we know what happened there.
Some pressure.
That brother was scared for his life. I'll take the blame.
He might have been. Yeah, it's tough, man.
It was me.
Watch who you mess around with.
No, that's true.
Wasn't the mob involved with them?
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what they said.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the truth. Don't mess with them.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's cold word, dog. All right, let's get into a Caitlin Clark topic. Klay Thompson's dad, Michael Thompson, he tweeted something in support of Caitlin Clark, saying something along the lines of the Fever don't want her there. And Jason Whitlock just had to get him on the show. Oh my God.
Yep.
Somebody that's a former player that agrees with this Caitlin Clark nonsense, because she losing all her other supporters. Shannon Sharp ain't on the bandwagon no more. He called that. He called that out. There's a lot of people calling her out for nonsense. So when Jason Whitlock seen Michael Thompson with his non-hairline, any black man with no hairline, you know what I mean? You gotta, yeah.
Hey,
you
man.
Know what I mean? So, hey, he got him on the show so quick, man, and he had to had a conversation with him, and the things that Michael Thompson was saying was just insane to me, dog. Listen to this.
We're happy to have you on here. Do you stand by your original tweet that, according to a reliable source, the Indiana Fever do not want Caitlin Clark?
Well, that's what I'm hearing, from all the contacts we have around the basketball world. You hear that, and you watch the Fever play. I watch every game. I've watched every game of Caitlin since she was a sophomore at Iowa. So I've known about her for a long time, been a big fan of hers, probably the biggest fan of hers outside of her family, because I love the way she played the game. And from watching the Fever, it just looks like they don't want the Caitlin Clark that we fell in love with at Iowa. The Caitlin Clark that used to play with daring and with bravado, coming down and pulling up with logo threes on the break, playing with that kind of confidence. I don't see that Caitlin anymore, so I don't even know if the people want that Caitlin Clark to play for them. They seem to want more of a benign, more of a pedestrian point guard. So I don't think her style fits the way they're using her. So it looks to me like they prefer to have more of a traditional type of point guard, not a point guard who can shoot from the logo threes. We want that Caitlin back, and we're not seeing that Caitlin anymore.
Dude, there's more, but I had to pause it. We want that Caitlin back. Okay, so I just want y'all to get y'all mind wrapped around this. He's saying, first of all, I think he's lying, because he's saying a good source is telling him that the Fever don't want her. Then he goes on to say that they don't want her to play her style. So I think he took liberties to say they don't want her, but what it really is they don't want her to play like she played at Iowa. So I guess he's stretching it to mean, well, if you don't want the Iowa Caitlin, then you don't want Caitlin. I don't think there's a source saying that the Fever don't want Caitlin. They just don't want you playing like you did at Iowa, because at Iowa you didn't have another pro on that Iowa team. No, well, Kate Martin, that's it. But she's out of the league already. So you didn't have a player on your team at Iowa that was NBA or WNBA worthy. So it makes sense that you played hero ball. A player like Paige wouldn't play hero ball at UConn because you playing with probably 5 other pros. A player like Juju got some pros on her team as well. She's not playing hero ball. Someone at South Carolina is not playing hero ball. Right? So when you get in the league and you have a number 1 draft pick in Kelsey Milcher and a number 1 draft pick in Boston. You have talent around you. Hero ball is not needed or wanted. But he's saying we, as Caitlin fans, we want that same logo 3 shooting Iowa Caitlin Clark. Is that what I'm hearing?
That's what you're hearing, Mel. It's disappointing, man.
A pro athlete.
Not just a pro. Look who he played with. Some of the all-time greats. Look who he played against. Some of the all-time. He knows better than what he's talking about right now. It's not good.
I think Nike paid him, dog. Nike paid him. I'm gonna play the rest of this, and he's gonna mention some of those greats that you talk about, and he's gonna compare Caitlin to those greats. I'm like, dude, she's not the names you're talking about.
University of Minnesota, and then of course in the NBA. Have you ever seen this before with such? Obviously, you played with Magic Johnson. You played in the era with Bird, Magic, Kareem. Have you ever seen this before where you have this transcendent superstar and they seem to have adopted a system that doesn't work for Caitlin Clark?
Never seen this in any sport. It'd be like taking the serve away from Serena Williams. The coach telling her, no, I don't like that big serve you have. So let's have a more traditional serve, one that's not as hard and can't. It's like taking the bat out of Ohtani's hands and turning him to a single sitter. It's like taking the second best lineman in the history of football next to Ball State's Jason Whitlock's, the late great Larry Allen from the Cowboys, and turning him into a long snapper. They've taken away Caitlin's superpowers. And when you draft a player like Caitlin, like a Steph Curry, a Magic, an Isaiah Thomas, of course, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, when you have a player of that caliber of a Wemby, you play to their strengths and you build around a franchise player such as that. And it seems like they brought the franchise player in to make them play the way they want to play, as opposed to adopting to her style and what made her the most popular basketball player in the world when she was at Iowa.
First of all,
wow.
First of all, you named some names. He said Kobe, Kareem, Wemby, Isaiah, Steph, Michael Jordan. She is not that caliber player.
So she was more popular than LeBron when she was at Iowa. That's what he just said.
I'm glad you said that word popular. I'm gonna get to the popular, but he named those names and said that she's that caliber player. She's not that caliber player as a player. She has that caliber of popularity. She's not that caliber of player. Kelsey Milcher is better than her. There's no time where Steph, Michael Jordan, Kareem, Wemby. There was no time where they've been on the NBA floor where they had a teammate better than them. So they're not. She's not that caliber of a player to name with them. But she does have that popularity. So what you're saying is that you think her popularity is supposed to get her Michael Jordan treatment as a basketball player, and that's the part that's not connecting. They're saying that we should adopt a style that's better for her, not better for winning, but just better for Caitlin Clark, so she can, look as good as she looks.
Styling don't matter. Styling don't matter. She doesn't have the talent to do it.
Right, that's what I was saying. She doesn't shoot efficient enough to even, if they did play that style, it's still not good. So I'm confused. It's not conducive to winning. It's not conducive to you being the best player in the world. It's not conducive to anything.
Jeez.
They just want to see the logo 3. They just want to see what she did at Iowa, and she didn't even win at Iowa. So, what do you want to see?
Okay, but even if she's shooting the logo 3s in the league, don't you think they would let her shoot more of them if she was making them? Let's keep it that simple.
If I'm the coach, I wouldn't even let her shoot them in college.
Well, I get you, but we saw her make a ton of them in college, right? But she's not making it nearly at the same clip in the W. So if I'm a coach, why would I continue to allow that? See, this is where I get upset, because they make all media look bad when media members say these things, right? Because Michael Thompson played for Pat Riley. Do you think, and I'm not talking about logo 3s because that wasn't the thing back then, but do you think even if it's a mid-range jumper or a few layups, Pat Riley is letting you continue if you out here missing? He's not just going to give you the green light. So what are we talking about? He knows what time it is.
Pat Riley don't play. You do that, he gonna bench you. He might get rid of you.
Right. So we gotta stop this. And look, I'm a Caitlin Clark fan. I'm honest about that. But what she's doing, and you and I talked about this, Mel, This is her third year. She has not improved at all. She's playing the same way. Hasn't really added anything to her offensive toolkit, even though they said she was in the gym. Doesn't appear to be any stronger. Can't get into the post. Doesn't have much of a mid-range game. Only has that same, dribble 2 times to the left and then step back, pull up 3 on the wing. She's got that.
That's it.
But other than that, like, where is the improvement in her game? Still hasn't managed to control the turnovers. Like, we're saying we want the Caitlin we saw at Iowa, not we being me, but that's what they're saying. But she hasn't done enough to warrant being the Caitlin that you saw at Iowa.
Wait a minute.
You have to get better. Go ahead, Brittany.
Got one. And still look flicked it on defense.
Oh.
Well, she's actually given some effort this year, but she still sucks on defense.
Still
But she is giving effort, so I'll give a little bit of credit for that.
She trash on defense.
Hey, but hey, at least she's actually attempting to move her feet, unlike, anyway.
And so it's the crazy thing about it, because they want this hype for Caitlin Clark to grow and grow, and they want everybody to participate in it. I was telling Jay the other day that this is, y'all remember that movie that Jim Carrey was in called The Truman Show?
Yes. Everything is like it was a real live reality show, right?
Pretty much that he didn't know about, right? So this man's entire life. So there was a show called it was a TV movie called The Truman Show. Jim Carrey played in it, and his entire life, the city he lived in, were all paid actors. His mama, his daddy, his girlfriend, the milkman, the people on his job, the mailman, like everyone was a paid actor. There was cameras everywhere. He didn't know. His entire life was a script, and he was just walking around here willy-nilly not knowing, and then eventually he found out something wasn't right. But everyone was paid actors. His whole life was just scripted, and that's what it sounded like Micah Thompson and Caitlin Clark fans want. They want the Truman Show for Caitlin Clark. They want everyone around her, the front office, the coaches, the players, the opposition, the fans. They want all of us to pretend like she's the GOAT and the best player in the league, and just go along with it because she brings the most fans and she has the most popularity. So let's just pretend like she's something she's not, so we can garner all this attention and just everybody be good. Don't play defense on her. Back off of her. Let her shoot logo threes. The coaches put in the offense that's only for her and her stats. Like, we don't care about we'll figure that out. Just let Caitlin Clark come out here and do what she did at Iowa. Just dribble all around the court. Everyone just exists for her.
Right.
Let's just be here for Caitlin Clark. We don't care what y'all want to do. It's Caitlin Clark's world. Just do whatever the hell she want to do. And that's what they want. And I'm trying to figure out why the hell they think that someone's going to sit back and give her the Truman Show experience, man. But
what's their record?
I'm off my soapbox about that. Huh? What's their record? They had 500, maybe one game above 500.
And Caitlin Clark is still the point or the primary ball handler.
Yeah. So why are we making this argument? Did they get to the Eastern Conference Finals last year without her? Right.
They did.
Okay, so we're just gonna ignore that. We're gonna be disingenuous and ignore that.
Yeah, that's what they're doing.
Yeah, because it's the Truman Show.
Come on, man.
The fact of the matter is, if she was like that, she would play in whatever style they had her play, and she would be okay.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
There was this one guy, come out of the school down the road. He came in the league. He was killing it. And they was like, "Hey, man, you ain't gonna win playing that, man. We're gonna run this triangle. We're gonna cut your scoring down, but you're gonna start winning." And,
right.
And almost effortlessly. There was a little drawback at first, but
little adjustment.
Yeah, but he did it.
Yeah, he did it. It looked seamless.
And then there was this kid in Akron who's played for 1,162 head coaches, some of which he's handpicked, who play whatever style that's out there.
That ain't true, Jay. He's been playing the same style ever since he started playing that style. That's the only style he's been playing. Point forward.
But he's played. But before that, he's played 4 different styles
and won nothing.
He won several games.
He definitely did better than what Caitlin Clark doing. He had the best record in the league for
Multiple
sure.
times. Yeah.
But I want to highlight one person just real quick before we end it, and that's Olivia Miles, because here's a rookie who is a guard, and I'm gonna just be real. From what I'm seeing in the WNBA right now, and it's I do not like giving people this type of praise this early as a rookie, but I'm telling you, I don't think there's a better point guard in the league than Olivia Miles. Like she just went. I mean, she's so good, and mind you, I don't think Paige is a point guard, so that'll be a conversation. I think Paige is an off guard, but
yeah,
as far as point guards, where even the point guard down there in Vegas, even Kennedy Carter, Caitlin Clark, Skylar Diggins, Sonia Citron, all of these good point guards. I'm telling you, Olivia Miles, defense, offense, on ball, off ball. Getting to the hole, shooting a three, shooting the mid range, passing, leading the team, IQ, not turning the ball over. She got all of that, dog. She's shooting almost 50, 40, 90 right now. 91 from the free throw line, 37 from the three, and 53 from the field. Not turning the ball over a ton. She got the top record in the league without Nafisa Collier. Imagine that. Imagine being a rookie coming in. There's no Nafisa Collier, who's a MVP candidate last year. She's hurt, and you got this team at 10-3, 11-3, which is one of the best records in the league. As a rookie, they just gave you the ball and said, "Run it." No Nafisa, and she's doing it. And oh man, dude, this girl is so good. I'm telling you, dog. Yo, she is nice, man. And here's Natasha Howard, who played for the Fever last year with Caitlin Clark. Here's a post game of her talking about, it's only 20 seconds long, but her talking about what it's like to play with Miles.
And Tosh, I just want to ask you, like, playing with Liv, it looks like you're having a ton of fun out there. Just how much fun is this right now?
It's really fun when you have a true point guard that understands the game, that reads the game very well before she even get the ball. It's easy. She make my job easy. I make her job easy.
Thanks.
It's nice when you got a true point guard that understands the game.
Was that a shot?
It might be.
And that was not no subliminal message. She said it.
Yeah. So the floor is y'all for the next 3 minutes, and then we can end the show. I just want to hear y'all thoughts on that.
I mean, she was with, you said, Caitlin Clark last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could kind of tell that, though. Like, I don't think the players are that fond of Caitlin Clark. I really don't. Throughout the league and some of her teammates, I never felt like they really rallied around her. And it could have been because of the overhyped and, and media just started disrespecting the other players for no reason. I don't know. But she said what she said, and she meant what she said, and she ain't wrong about what she said. So don't ask her if you don't want to.
Bruce?
Man, that was tough, man. That was tough. She said what she had to say. I don't think that Caitlin is not a true point guard. I think that she's not a true point guard. She's one of those weird combo guards that can still rack up assists. But the fact that, like, I watch, and she's got a real good connection, it seems, with Aaliyah Boston. Like, she finds her well in the open court on the outlet. She finds her really well with the tight interior passes, the bounce passes in traffic, in the paint, all that. But other than that, maybe not so much, right, in terms of her distribution and really, running the offense as it was just said there with, being a cerebral type player. And I guess that's akin to what you and I were talking about earlier in the week, Mel, is that she was never really taught how to truly do that. It was always just kind of, play your game and get whatever you can get off of that. And obviously that helped Lisa Bluter make some money and hang around a little longer than she probably should have. But those were some tough remarks, Mel. I don't know what to say, man. That's rough.
Yeah. What's the shooting splits for Caitlin right now in her third year?
tell you.
I just gave you the shooting splits for Olivia. She's almost at 50, 40, 90 as a rookie.
30. I'm gonna guess 30-something%.
I will tell you, Caitlin Clark right now is 20 points, 5 rebounds, roughly 8 assists, 39% from the floor, 32% from 3, 92% from the stripe.
How many turnovers a game?
Oh man, you already know. She is at
4.
Actually, she brought it down. She's at 4.4 right now, which is still bad, but it's a marked improvement from where she was.
Yeah, so 4.4 is an improvement in her third year because she was at 5 or 5.3.
She was at 5.6 as a rookie, 5.1 as a second year player, now 4.4. So let me ask
taking the
you,
rock, bro.
do you think it's an improvement worth mentioning if she gets under 4 by the end of the season for the year? Still bad.
Olivia Miles as a rookie is at 3.0. Yeah,
Right,
so three is still high.
Yeah. But she's a
Olivia's
rookie.
at 3,
For that.
right? She's averaging 8. She's a rookie. She's averaging 18 points.
Mm-hmm.
She's averaging 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, right? And she's doing it on 50, 40, 90 with the best record in the league.
Right.
She's leading her team to the best record in the league. When Caitlin was a rookie, averaging numbers like this, and not having the best record in the league, that was horrible. They had her in the MVP conversation as a rookie. Y'all remember that?
Yeah, I don't know how. Yeah, I remember though.
But
it's the name game.
Yeah.
That girl Sheetha, Caitlin Clark. That was crazy to say.
All right, y'all. That's it for the show, man. Man, it was I had fun on this show, dog. This was pretty
we
good.
did not mention, and maybe I'm a Philly fan, not because I'm a Philly fan, so I feel some type of way. But I'm mad why the National League is not giving New York fans the same flack and right they got Philly fans.
No, they are.
About how they acting right now.
Oh no, they're going in on them.
So
Absolutely.
that egg at Wemby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, Stephen A had to make commentary on it on First Take. No, they're definitely going in. Social media's going in. National media's going. Yeah, they are.
It took a minute because I'm like, bro.
Yeah, it's bad, man. I love New York City. I love my New York peoples, but they definitely acting like degenerates right now.
Northeast, like, anywhere in Northeast. If you're a major city, you're gonna have some crazy fans.
I will say I was wrong about my prediction.
What was your
Spurs in
prediction?
5.
Yeah, I say. Yeah, I say you.
Spurs in 7. Let's go.
Okay.
Knicks in 5.
Or Knicks in 6. Knicks in 6 or Spurs in 7.
If it goes 7, I'm with Jay. If it goes 7, the Knicks better to hope it don't go. They better make sure they close this game out. And remember, every game San Antonio has jumped on them and they had to make a comeback.
But if you're San Antonio, you gotta be thinking, what the hell does it take to put this team away?
Not make dumb mistakes towards the end of the game.
I feel you, but
48 minutes.
Though,
That's all it takes.
Right, but it shouldn't come to
the first game they played 46 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Game 2, they played 46 minutes and 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Game 3, they played 48 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Game 4, they played 24 minutes.
Right. Facts. No, but I mean, they got to be
Hey,
looking
what
like.
you say? Mitch Johnson said we decided all 4 of these games.
There's some
they
truth to
what he
that.
said. Yeah,
There's some truth
but
to that,
listen,
though.
listen. Hey, let me ask you this. Just let's flip it to football real quick because I know all 3 of y'all like football.
Yeah.
I mean, now it's a double-edged sword when you're up by 3 touchdowns and it's the fourth quarter, but you don't expect the team to be still passing in the fourth quarter up 3 touchdowns. You expect a little bit of you expect the run game, correct? Right. You run the clock out, you protect the ball. It's not a lot of high risk. In basketball, I think shooting a lot of threes is high risk. So
it is.
You would think up 20 at some point you're gonna go to your post game. That's why the post game is really needed in this league. Everybody say, oh, in this era, the way the three go up, you're never really out of the game. Yeah, that's because nobody's clock managing and posting up. Like that's what the post game is for. We're up 20. Let's beat it up in the post. Let's go down low. They're not doing it. They're still shooting threes.
Yes,
I'm like, dude, you can't shoot threes for 4 straight quarters. You just can't.
And not just the mid range disappeared. Where the heck is the mid range? Where's my jump stop? We don't get none of that.
It's insane, man. So that's the problem with San Antonio. They was up 29 and came out was like, hey, let's keep shooting threes. And I got a 7-5 monster down low, and we're not feeding him at all.
Well, I don't know about monster.
Right. He's not that.
Like,
dude,
I know how talented and skilled he is, but monster's like big and strong. He ain't that.
No, not yet.
Do you see his tip ends do you see his tip ends when he's down low for a missed shot?
Yeah, but that's if you can get down here. You could push him out. He ain't the most physically strong guy.
Yeah,
you got to get down there first.
Stupid.
The monster down low, man.
Oh my goodness.
All right, y'all. Good show, man.
And we'll be right back tomorrow with a post game reaction.
Nah, for sure.
If the
and
Spurs
then football season is coming up, man. So I mean, for all y'all football heads out there,
finally
it's coming. But World Cup between now and then.
Oh, Bruce, I gotta remind me. I gotta do all that traffic.
Matter of fact, USA playing right now. Damn it.
I think
it's over.
Oh, it's over?
I think they're in LA.
2-0. What was the score?
3-3.
Okay.
3-0.
3-1.
3-0. Like I call it 0-0.
When's the Women's World Cup?
It's 3-1 right now.
Is Women's World Cup next year in a couple years?
Yes, it's next year.
Next year? Okay.
Uh-huh.
I'm always more interested in women's. They usually win. No disrespect to the men.
Yo, you terrible.
Somebody just texted me and said the Knicks made comebacks against teams that had 20-point leads but continue to shoot threes. That's a good thing to point out. But all right, man, let's get out of here, y'all. I done held y'all hostage too long, man. I was supposed to stop at 2 hours, but we stayed on that Wemby a little bit too long. But I appreciate everybody. Hush, Brittany. I appreciate everybody, man. We'll catch you on the next stream, man. Peace.